Okay. See. Hello? Hello? Okay, nice. Hello? Okay, nice. Okay, that's... Hello? I think that's loud enough. Oh, damn, that's me. Okay, that's loud enough. It's loud enough, not too loud. Copy link. Okay. I was setting up. I was setting up audio or whatever. Anyways, no one's here yet, so I'm just gonna start yapping. What happened? Last where we left off, we managed to prove. We, the Right Anything Agency, managed to prove Elwood's not guilty of bombing one of the courtrooms. Unfortunately, Apollo got injured in the midst of it all, and then like he survived, but then like he dipped. Bro, in the words of my description, bro went full chuuni. What gives? And then he dipped. So I guess we're going to find out why exactly he dipped. Like last time, I played like the entirety of episode 1. That was a bad idea. I think that stream was like 3 hours long. Nothing wrong with streaming 3 hours. I can stream 3 hours, but the thing is, I'm streaming at 11 p.m. and like, I need to sleep. I get sleepy really fast. So, what we're going to do tonight is just going to get until the first, like, probably they're probably going to be like day 1 until day 3, right? At most day 3 lah. If got 3 days, I'm only going to play until the end of the first trial. So like just the entirety of day 1. Day 2, day 3, I'll finish like another time, you know. Unless I'm not sleepy. I do have a mug of coffee with me, but then again, coffee doesn't work on me. So we'll see how that works. Okay, let's start. Continue. The monstrous turnabout. Load the data, yes. Are we playing as Apollo? He's in the background of the interface. Ooh. Whoa.
Long, long ago, the nine-tailed fox defeated the evil Tenmataro and sealed the fallen demon away. To this day, it is said that he slumbers even still within the Forbidden Chamber.
Wow. And we're having a meeting in front of this chamber? Oh, we're having murder in front of this chamber.
Alderman. Sweet dreams.
Don't open the
At long
cave.
last, the revival of Tenmataro is at hand.
A few months prior to the courthouse bombing. Oh, okay. So before Apollo went chuuni? Guess I'm a little early. Oh, hey, Apollo! Getting an early start today? Yeah, this is the first job I've had in a while after all. Well, aren't we all fired up? Well, it's not every day I get a call from Mr. Wright. Oh, Trucy, she's so cute. She's grown up a little more. It's our baby girl. What kind of work is it anyway? Mr. Wright didn't mention any details. Work? Is that how he put it? Oh, don't tell me he just wants me to clean the toilet again. Mr. Wright! You've really become a fixture around here, Apollo. Come to think of it, it's been almost a year since I was hired. A lot's happened since then. Only a year, really? But Lucy looks like such an upstanding young lady already. But I've settled in nicely despite a few bumps in the road. My name is Apollo Justice. I've been practicing law for about a year, but I still have a lot to learn. Hold on, what do you look like right now? I need to see. Ah, damn it, I can't see. This is the Right Anything Agency, and it's where I work. And they haven't changed the name of the place since Mr. Wright has been rebarred. Don't let the name fool you. It's definitely a law agency. But don't forget that this place is a talent agency too, Polly. Polly! It's the law agency part of this office that's usually forgotten. This is Trucy Wright, a budding magician, and adopted daughter of the agency's owner, Phoenix Wright. She sometimes makes me help her with magic tricks. And what's wrong with that? You're one of the agency's talents as well. I was under the impression that I was a lawyer. Oh, we better hurry. Doesn't look Daddy's going to make it, so let's get going. Huh? Where are we going? What about the job you mentioned? This is the job, Polly. You're supposed to keep me company today. Now come on! Another day of not being a lawyer. Should have seen this coming. Well, this is the Right Anything Agency, you know? And there's no law-related work at the moment, so... Tell me again why I chose to work here. Where is Mr. Wright anyway? Daddy said something about going to meet an acquaintance. But don't worry, just focus on your job and I'll tell you exactly what you need to know. Well, let's go. We don't have all day. Well, technically we do. Wait a second. And another day of anything goes begins at the Right Anything Agency. How fitting. Ooh. Nine Tails Vale. Yokai Lane. Ooh. Environment. So what are we doing way up here in the mountains? This is Nine Tails Vale. Everyone's been talking about the yokai craze here. Yokai? Oh, you mean Japanese monsters? I guess that explains all these weird things. Speaking of which, wasn't Nine Tails Vale founded by Japanese immigrants? Yeah, they're holding a festival to boost tourism over at the Alderman's Manor. My friend who works there invited us. That's why we're here. In other words, I'm your chaperone. I'm pretty sure chaperone here is spelled wrong, but sure. In other words, I'm your chaperone because your dad was too busy. Daddy said that with those horns of yours. You'd make a great addition to their festival. Mr. Wright, how could you do this to me? I mean, you look just like a Japanese demon. Wasn't that so thoughtful of him, Polly? It's demeaning is what it is. I could do without thoughtfulness like that, yeah. Oh, it's almost time. Come on, Polly. The festival grounds are this way. Alright, guys, it's time to move to the QB Manor's Gardens. Do we move? We move! Talk. Let's talk first. The monster craze. The monster craze. Come to think of it, I heard about it on TV. It's supposedly how Ninetales Vale made a comeback from the brink of fiscal disaster. Our agency sure, wow, I can't read. Our agency could sure use something positive like that. Oh, I know. Let's jump on board the monster craze. You and Daddy would be a perfect comedy duo. You could call yourselves Agony and Rudra, Demon Kings of Comedy. Daddy sets them up and you knock them down. Hey, I think we hit the jackpot with this idea. Sorry, but I plan on staying a lawyer. You do? Why is she surprised? You don't have to act so surprised by that, Trucy. Darling, please. Hey, Trucy, have you seen my attorney's badge? It's in the court record, silly, see? How could you lose something so important? Sometimes I really wonder about you, Apollo. This is so weird. I wonder if I dropped it somewhere. It's in the court record, Apollo. Come on. Oh no. Not the magical panties. Trucy. Oh, look. What are these panties doing here? Forget about panties. I'm looking for my badge. Yeah, and it's not just any panties, Apollo. It's the magical panties. Have you forgotten already? It's only been a year. The panties! They're real. The panties are in 3D. Oh, I love Trucy so much. I miss her with my whole heart. 3, 2, 1, ta-da! Did you forget? These are my magic panties. I didn't forget. Apollo sure did. Oh, there they go. Disappeared into thin air. Hey, that's my attorney's badge. Wow, how'd you do that? Those panties hid a whole, like, what did it hide? It hid a lot of things in the previous game. I forgot already. But, like, they're magical, alright. I set it all up while we were back at the office. Wow, I didn't even... Wait, you took my badge? I love her so much. Okay, let's vote. QB Manor Garden. This one. QB Manor Garden. Wow, this place is really something. It definitely feels like a different world here. Trucy. Whoa, ominous. Hello! Who are you? Jinxie! And this is? My friend, Jinxie Tenma. Jinxie Tenma. I'm trying to make sense of the name. See if there's a pun in there somewhere. We'll see. We just had her for like a couple frames. She's the one who invited us. She just happens to be the maid here. 2 horns. A lovely friend. Are you a demon? You really do look like a demon, huh? No, haha. I'm Apollo Justice. Nice to meet you. Oh! She exorcised me. Be gone, foul beast. Well. You look great, Polly. Fills in some of that space on your forehead. Hey, only Clavier can call my forehead big, okay? Ugh, what is this thing? I love how it billows with its breath. It's a warding charm. Jinxie puts them all on the monsters she finds. But I'm not a monster. Maybe I should have told her you were a good demon. Or you could just say I'm human. The red demon. Emissary of the underworld. I got up early to do my hair for this. You do your hair in the morning, Apollo? This is a choice? Can I take this off now? So you can eat me? I'm not going to eat you. Eek! Forgive me, a terrible one! Oh no, there she goes. Tone down your cords of steel, Apollo. You're scaring her out of her wits. Oh, but I like Apollo's cords of steel. Don't worry, I'm already full. Please stay that way. Great, now I'm playing along too. Hello. So I wanted to ask you about Ninetales' veil. Ah! Oh, what, you won't talk to me? Damn. Looks like you've been demonized, Polly, literally. I'm starting to wonder if I really am a demon myself. Please don't eat me. I have food if you're hungry. This isn't working. We won't get anything out of her until we set the record straight. If only we had some way to prove you're not as scary as you look. Ouch! Unnecessary roughness. Looks like I have to present some proof. Proof that I'm 100% human. Alright, what do I have? I only have my attorney's badge. Let's see. Maybe I can examine something? Where's the examine button? Do we not have an examine button? I can't examine anything. I want to examine, dang it! Well, the only thing I can present right now is my attorney's badge, so I might as well take that. I wanted to show you this. Eek! What is it? It's my attorney's badge, you see? I'm not a demon, I'm a lawyer. Really? You're a lawyer? Whew, maybe now she'll stop calling me a demon. Does it protect you from Enmadaio's judgment? Who's Enmadaio? I read somewhere that he's the demon lord who punishes the dead for their sins. Uh-oh. I think now she thinks you're a demon lawyer from hell, Polly. Can I go back to being just a normal demon? Please, please don't boil me in this scalding cauldron. I prefer a Turkish bath if possible. A Turkish bath? Isn't that more a sauna than bath? Don't worry, Jinxie. He's a good demon. He'll save you if you ever go astray. Eek! Please, Mr. Demon Lawyer, sir, have mercy on my soul. Ugh, I told you I'm not a demon. And truth, you're just making things worse. Ah! You just leave that Enmadaio to me. Isn't that great, Jinxie? Uh-huh. I'm no longer scared to cross into the afterlife. Awesome. Now I'm a hell lawyer. Okay. We can speak now. So, Jinxie, I hear this village is the epicenter of the monster craze. Uh-huh. Barely anyone had even heard of it before, but now it's packed with tourists. Really? So the monster craze is the reason behind today's festival? It was the alderman's idea, but I'd be careful if I were you. There are lots and lots of yokai prowling about Ninetales Vale. Prowling about? You mean like wild animals or something? Uh-huh. And they're hungry too. Man-eating monsters? And they're all over the place? Uh-huh. In fact, there was one at the manor yesterday. I heard the doorbell ring, but when I opened the door, nobody was there. It was the ding-dong demon. How else could you explain it? Oh, Jinxie. Well, when I was a kid, my friend used to play this prank called Ding Dong Ditch. How did he say that Ding Dong Ditch that Jinxie flinched backwards? Apollo, you do need to chill your cords of steel. Well, that doesn't prove yokai aren't real. There's even one here at the manor. The demon, Tenmataro. He's imprisoned in the Forbidden Chamber. Tenmataro? The Forbidden Chamber? Let's talk about this. About that yokai you said it was in prison here at the manor. Is it true? Uh-huh. He's a super evil demon named Tenmataro. Here, take a look at the scroll. I am looking at it. Ooh. Tenmataro is the dark demon you see here. He's super evil and super scary. So that's the yokai imprisoned in the Forbidden Chamber. Uh-huh. He was defeated by the village guardian yokai, the nine-tailed fox, and locked away forever. Well, so you're saying Tenmataro is still trapped inside the Forbidden Chamber? Uh-huh. But he's just biding his time until he can escape. Still, we should be perfectly safe, because there's a really powerful sealing charm on the door keeping it shut tight. What a charming security system. But you can keep the scroll if you want. The alderman gave me this, but just holding it gives me the chills, so... thanks, Jinxie. Maybe I'll give this to Mr. Wright. Use it to decorate the place, you know. The Write Anything agency can never get any fuller. So, I was wondering, are those things on your forehead also warding charms, Jinxie? Yes, they're to prevent evil things from getting inside me. Papa told me to wear them. Evil things? Apollo, don't you dare take those charms off her forehead. They have to stay there, forever. Got it? I wonder what would happen if I did take them off. It's time for me to get back to work. Bye, Jinxie. Thanks for inviting us, Jinxie. You're welcome. Oh, and before I forget, there's going to be a surprise event today. Even I don't know what to expect, but it's sure to be fun. Better not be a yokai parade. She'd probably drop dead from fright. Eek! Oh my! Ah! Demon! Oh wait, it's just someone in a suit, right? Tenmataro, the demon from the Forbidden Chamber? Eek! Please don't hurt me! Be gone! Be gone! Be gone! Ah, great. Do I have to voice act a demon? Hold on. Better watch out, little girl, or I'll snatch you away. Charm, charm, charm. What's that? Die and go to heaven charm. Die and go to heaven charm. I want that. Oh, she put it on her own forehead this time. She sure gives up quick. Oh, why is everyone hiding their faces? Hey, you there! You mustn't stare at Tenmataro like that. Lower your eyes. He'll steal your soul if you're not careful. Huh? Steal my soul? Seriously? Your devilry stops here and now, Tenmataro. Now what? Look, Apollo! There's somebody up on the roof! Oh, hello. Ah ha 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 ha! That booming laugh. Could it be? My 9 golden tails are proof of my unassailable righteousness. With my band of 100 minions, I vanquish evil from the land! I am the wrestler of righteousness. Oh, I didn't read that. Oh, well, the voice I give you was very fitting. The Golden Lord of Yokai, the amazing Nine-Tails is here! Fear not, good little boys and girls, for I shall defeat Tenmataro. It's the amazing Nine-Tails. Up to your no-good tricks again, eh, Tenmataro? Well, not on my watch. Oh my god, he beat him up. There's nothing to fear now, my child. I have banished Tenmataro. You and your people can now live in peace. Thank you, Mr. Amazing Nine-Tails, sir. Now I must be off. Another match and another foe to vanquish. Oh, wait! The voice I gave him was very fitting. What was that all about? Did that wrestler just chase off a yokai? Looked like he just came out of the Alderman's manor. That was the amazing Nine-Tails. He's a pro wrestler from right here in Nine-Tails Vale. Oh, so he's not the actual yokai that Nine-Tails fought. But no one knows his true identity. Gypsy sure seems chipper all of a sudden. What was that all about, him banishing Tenmataro? That was a yokai exorcism. It's an annual ritual here where Tenmataro is released to remind us of his wickedness. In the end, the Nine-Tailed Fox drives Tenmataro out, and it purifies our village. But the amazing Nine-Tails did the honors this year. So that was the big surprise, huh? The amazing Nine-Tails and Tenmataro, huh? Well, whatever floats her boat. Oh, would you look at the time? I'd better get back to work. Please excuse me. Well, let me take a sip. Coffee. She's a strange. Oh, that was me. She's a strange one, all right. I think she's sweet in her own special way. Knowing Trucy, she probably has a lot of friends who are sweet in their own way. Well, we still have some time to kill. Might as well see the rest of Ninetailsville over here. The fun never stops, does it? People talking. Hang on. I'm gonna eat my snack. Hold on. Don't start the dialogue yet. I'm eating. Seriously, give me a minute. I'm chewing. I'm eating bread. And it's not nice to say dialogue while eating with your mouth full. So give me a minute. I'm gonna chew my food. Okay, I'm back. I think I bought nearly every yokai souvenir that was for sale. I know, because my wallet's running on empty. What's with all the commotion over there? Huh? Hey, isn't that your friend Jinxie? Hope everything's okay. It's terrible. The Calm down, Jinxie. Tell us what happened. The demon, Tenmataro. He killed Alderman Cutie. What? Wait, killed as in dead? Yes, and Tenmataro did it. Tenmataro? You stay here while I go have a look. Please wait. Huh? Ow. It's a Tenmataro warning charge. It should protect you, but please, be careful. The Alderman's in the Fox Chamber at the top of the main staircase. Okay, got it. With the chamber on my forehead. With the chamber on my forehead. With the charm on my forehead. Oh my god. It's giving transport cake again. Whoa. Oh. Oh my god, he's still alive.
Are you all right?
Who are you?
Help! Someone call an ambulance!
The police arrived soon after that, at which point I returned to the festival grounds. Apparently, the man impaled by the spear was already dead, but there was one other person there, and he was immediately rushed to the hospital. Thank goodness the other man's going to be fine. Sounds like he'd only been unconscious. You think Jinxie's going to be okay? I'm sure she'll be back to her old self in no time. At least she's calm enough for the police to question her now. And I'd sure love to know what crazy animal left those feathers and tracks. Oh, look, here comes Jinxie. Hi, Trucy. Hi, Mr. Demon Lawyer. I'm still Mr. Demon Lawyer, y'all. Hey, feeling any better? I was wondering if you're up to filling us in on what happened. Let's see. About what happened. So, the man with the spear in his chest was already dead? Uh-huh. It was Alderman Cuby. When I found him, he was already... So the victim was the village alderman. And the one who was found alive? Who was he? Damien Tenma. He's the mayor of the neighboring city, Tenma Town. They arrested him. Aw. So he's the killer? Ow! Nuh-uh. Papa didn't kill anyone. Oh, Oh, that's her papa. Hold on, what's your name again? Oh, your name's Jinxie Tenma. I forgot, damn. Papa? As in your father? That's right, Jinxie's dad is mayor of Tenma Town. No way. Yes, Way, but he's innocent. It's just got way more complicated. The victim was the alderman of Nine Tails Vale, and Jinxie's father, the mayor of Tenma Town, was arrested for the crime. Sounds like we have some investigating to do. I know this is difficult, Jinxie, but you need to hang in there. I know. I'll try my best. Would you mind telling me a little more about the victim? Your dad? Oh wait, no, not your dad. The alderman. So the victim was the village alderman? What can you tell me about him? His name was Rex Cuby. They say his family has ties to the legendary nine-tailed fox. Well, his name is Cuby. He was really kind and he always looked out for me. He was a former pro wrestler, and I even heard he knew the amazing Nine Tails. A former pro wrestler, huh? That's something to keep in mind. Former pro wrestler? With your father being mayor and all, I guess you're originally from Tenma Town, huh? So then, why did you come to work here? It was to overcome your fears, right, Jinxie? Uh-huh. Plus, Mama was from Nine Tails Vale, but she's no longer with us. She loved these flowers. I always wanted to live where Nine Tails flowers grew. Wow, what a beautiful flower. And with exactly 9 petals, too. Just looking at them gives me courage, even when I'm scared of yokai. Aww, that's adorable. Jinxie, when you first told us what happened, you said the killer was a demon. Uh-huh. The warding charm on the Forbidden Chamber's door. It's been removed. The Forbidden Chamber's door? That big door that was barred shut? There wasn't a charm on it when I checked it out, so I guess it was removed by someone. That's how Tenma Taro escaped. Oh. But when I try and remember what happened, it all goes fuzzy. Aw, Jinxie. Jinxie, you should go get some rest. You've been through a lot today. Between the warding charm being removed and the black feathers and weird tracks, I could see a superstitious person might think a demon was a killer. Apollo, maybe this is your chance. Chance for what? To do the right thing and defend Jinxie's dad in court. Who, me? Wouldn't a man like Mayor Tenma have access to more experienced lawyers? Like, I don't know, not me. I've only been practicing law for a year, and that was a pretty hectic year. You want to know what the detective said? They doubted there was a lawyer who could get a not guilty verdict in this one. Sounds like they're expecting an open and shut case. Don't worry, Jinxie. If anyone can prove your dad's innocence, it's Polly. What? You'll accept the case, won't you, Polly? Oh, it's all over, isn't it? I'll be all alone for the rest of my life. Alright, Jinxie already lost her mother. Alright. Jinxie, leave your father's defense to me. Attaboy, Polly. You're going to help Papa, Mr. Demon Lawyer? Yep, because that's what lawyers do. Plus, no toilet cleaning for a while. So true, Apollo. I'll do whatever it takes to make sure your father walks away a free man. Thank you, Mr. Demon Lawyer. I can tell you're one of the good ones. Red demons are usually so mean. I'm not a red demon, but sure. It's been a while, but I'll be fine. Ready or not, here comes justice. Guess I ought to go and meet my new client. But before I forget, I better jot this down in my notebook. Hey, Apollo, what's the notebook for? Oh, I just thought I should jot down some stuff about the case. Oh, hello. Oh, it's a note. It's a to-do list. I love it. Oh my god. To read my notes, open note. Okay. Noted. Oh, I almost forgot. So, about Jinxie's father. No matter how scary he seems, promise me you'll sorry. No matter how scary he seems, promise me you'll resist the urge to run away. Wait, what? His angry glare can paralyze you with fear. And some claim he can even shoot laser beams from those eyes. God damn, Mr. Tenma. Well, maybe Papa isn't really that scary. A paralyzing stare, laser beams from his eyes. He sounds like some kind of monster. I think it's about time I see Jinxie off. I'll head back to the office later when I'm done. Okay, thanks. Move to the detention center. Give me a second. Visiting hours. Perfect timing. Hope he's not as scary as he sounds. He is as scary as he sounds. Is that a helmet made out of charms? Who are you? Yikes! So you're Damien Tenma, right? I'm Apollo Justice, attorney at law. I'm here to help. Huh? Ah! Let me out of here. Sorry, I get a little loud sometimes. How incredibly rude. Sorry, did I do something to offend you? A visitor when all others shun me like a common criminal. And here I am with nothing to offer. I am the epitome of rude. Oh. You're a nice man. Wait, so he wasn't mad at me? Unworthy as I am, I, Damien Tenma, shall breach these walls, so that I may treat my benefactor to some tea, and maybe cookies too. I would love some tea and cookies, Mr. Tenma, please, thanks. No, wait, we can do tea and cookies after we prove your innocence. How about you start by telling me what happened? I see. So tea and cookies can wait, can they? Oh, that was a close one. You don't need jailbreak added to the list of charges. Seems like a good guy, but with a face like that, I can see why he's misunderstood. Okay, let's talk. Reason for arrest. Mayor Tenma, do you mind if I ask why you were arrested? Ow. Ugh, he's mad. Whoa. Sorry, I guess some things are better left unsaid. Apollo, no, you need this information. Bah. Excuse me? To think a public paragon such as I could be treated like this. This arrest should have never happened. Ow, I hurt my hand. Go on. I fear the ill effects it will have on your youth. Now I've but one choice. I must leave here at once, if only to protect the moral fiber of our youth. Mr. Tenma, please don't stay behind these walls. I'm reading dialogue. No, wait. You can protect the moral fiber of our youth after you've been declared not guilty. I suppose you're right. Our youth just came this close to quite a scare. Our youth. What was I reading? This, I was reading that. My fingerprints were on the spear that killed Alderman QB. That's why I was arrested. Your prints were on the murder weapon? That's never good. Any idea how they got there? None, for I hardly remember a thing, you see. I was fast asleep at the time. Someone must have slipped me a sleeping pill or something. What's worse, someone clobbered me. Someone clobbered me on the head. I see. A drug-induced slumber and a blow to the head. No wonder you hardly remember a thing. Oh. I beg your pardon? Oh, that was a laugh? I expected, like, if you if you're gonna laugh with a ho, at least put two hoes. Clabbered. Shut up! I just had another transport cake event like a couple of dialogues ago. What was it? What did I say earlier? I think I said, oh yeah, I said with a chamber on my forehead, but there was a charm on my forehead. It's another transport case. Well, I think we can safely assume your prints were planted while you were unconscious. Okay, motive. What do the police have on you as far as a motive is concerned? Truth be told, there's been a bit of trouble between the alderman and I as of late. Oh, was it personal in nature? Nothing like that. It's a long story. But suffice to say, I've been pushing to merge Ninetails Vale with Tenma Town. Ow. Okay, that's a little aggressive. Surrender Ninetails Vale to Tenma Town now. Yikes. That's what I told him. I'd like to tell you to stop shouting like that, but I'm too scared. Apollo, you shout like that. So, that's the motive the police have established for the alderman's murder? Indeed it is. After all, Alderman QB was dead set against the municipal merger. And that's why they think you killed him. He was in your way. Ugh! Curses! Mayor Tenma, are you okay? Dixie, forgive me. I never meant to worry you like this. It'll work out fine. Just leave it to me. If only it really were that easy. Ahem. I don't even know where to start. Thank you for meeting with me, Mayor Tenma. Please wait. My daughter, Jinxie. Yes? She already lost her mother. And now with me being held in here, I fear she'll be terribly lonely. I hesitate to ask, but I beg you, be a friend to her in her time of need. Leave it to me. Trucy and I will look up for your daughter. I shall rest a little easier then. You know, you remind me of some of the new friends Jinxie has been talking about. New friends? Yes, it seems she made some new friends since she started working in Ninetails Vale. They're quite an unusual bunch too. There's a lady with an exceptionally long neck. Pardon? A young lad with an incredibly long tongue. Okay. Resist the urge to make a what that tongue do joke. And many other interesting characters. Friends. Sounds more like a bunch of monsters to me. Now, if you would excuse me, it appears my time is up. Bye, Mr. Mayor Tenma, sir. Oh, why am I so tired? I must have been more tense than I thought. Still, I'm glad he didn't turn out to be as scary as he looks. Yeah, he was nice, actually. Oh, it's Mr. Wright. Justice here. How do I voice this man? Apollo, is that you? Hi, Mr. Wright. What can I do for you? Trucy told me you've taken on a new case. Oh, that was kind of spur of the moment. He's actually calling me about a case? That's fine, but I have a favor to ask. Sure. What is it? Yeah, man! I'm at the airport right now. There was someone I had to meet. A new addition to the agency, actually. Her name's Athena Sykes, and she just passed the bar. That's right, I remember hearing about her coming to join us. I guess that was today. She took off as soon as I told her you needed help with the case. It was like there was no stopping her. Wait, what? Where is she now? Probably somewhere in Ninetails Vale by now. That's where that favor I mentioned comes in. I need you to go find her. But I've never even met her before. What does she look like? She'll be the girl in the yellow suit sporting an attorney's badge. Okay, I'll find her. Okay, let's go find Athena. Well, I better get back to Ninetails Vale quick. Okay, move. Yeah, where are we going? Yokai Lane. I already told you I'm a lawyer assigned to the case. I need to study the crime scene, so if you would please tell me where QB Manor is. You can't fool me. You're just some delinquent high school playing hooky. stupid pig-headed! This attorney's badge isn't just for show, you know. Looks like I just found Miss Athena Sykes. Why won't you believe me? Don't expect me to defend you in court if you ever get arrested. Well, I'm the one who usually does the arresting, so... I say, shouldn't you be getting back to school? Oof. I already told you, I'm a lawyer, not a student. That's it, enough of your lies. You're coming with me. Ah, get your hands off of me. Cutscene? Cutscene! Whoa! Oh my god, she threw that man.
What the?
Apollo! Ugh. Think you can watch out for the bystanders next time? Whoops! Are you okay? Rip Apollo, real! I think so. Not police officers out cold. I am so sorry. I do that when people suddenly grab me. It's like a reflex or something. Reflex? Sounds more like a felony. You're Athena Sykes, I take it. That would be me. And you are? I'm Apollo Justice. I work at the Right Anything Agency. The Right Anything Agency? What a fishy sounding name. I know, right? It's a long story, but it is a law office, among other things. Didn't Mr. Wright explain it to you? Oh, right, that right. So then you must be... Where have you been? I've been looking all over for you. I could say the same thing to you. Well, here I am. Now, how about telling me a little bit about yourself? Mr. Wright didn't really tell me much, as always. Of course, feel free to ask away. Yeet. So, Athena, I hear you just passed the bar. That's right. And here's my shiny new badge to prove it. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, so you must be a bit younger than me. Are you? You're not on my profiles yet, I'm afraid. A bit more than you might think, in fact. Oh no, do we have another Franziska? Almost. I'm only 18. 18? How in the world did you become a lawyer at that age? I skipped a few grades while I was an exchange student in Europe, of course. Then I got my license to practice law while I was over there. All I can say is wow. She must be a genius or something. I also study analytical psychology. I thought it might help me be a better lawyer. Psychology helps her be a better lawyer? How exactly does that work? Who knows? Hold on, let me sip. So tell me, oh, sorry. So tell me about our client. What are they like? All right, you haven't met him yet. Well, Athena. And that about sums it up. He's more worried about his daughter than himself. What a wonderful father. Wait, are you crying? I'm not crying. There was something in my eye. They're called tears. Moving right along. Let's get down to business. Helping our client is priority number 1. Right. But let's get to priority number 2 first and ask about psychology. So, Athena, you mentioned studying psychology. That's right. I've always wanted to bring analytical psychology into the courtroom. The power of psychology will bring a breath of fresh air to the legal system. Oh, really? So how do you plan on using it to defend our clients? Well, for example, I can try to listen in on a witness's inner voice, and then analyze their psychological state with the help of my trusty partner, Widget. Widget! We love Widget! This device around my neck here. Say hi, Widget! Hi, widget! It's off? Whoa, you need a volume knob. He does. Anyway, the little guy will sometimes say what I'm feeling. Awkward. Don't worry, you'll get used to it. Now that I seriously doubt. Come on, Apollo. If you can get used to magical panties, you can get used to widget. Oh, I almost forgot. I have something you might be interested in. I got it on my way here. Think it might have something to do with our case? A special edition covering our case? That was quick. That's the whole point of special editions, isn't it? To be the first to get the scoop? Frick, it's not English. Rapido. Right. Well, let's see what it says here. What's the deal with the Spanish? That was Spanish? I thought that was Italian. Tenmataro was seen... What? He was seen flying through the sky? What the fuck was that? What the hell? What was what? Rapido? I think that means fast. Yeah, somebody happened to snap that photo near Ninetales Vale. The article goes on to say it might be connected to our case. Tenmataro, real or flight of fancy. An airborne figure resembling Tenmataro was captured on camera around 3:40 p.m. near Ninetales Vale. Apparently, that photo was shot right after the murder occurred. Well, there were black feathers and strange tracks at the crime scene. I'm not surprised the locals think a yokai was involved. Wait a second? Yokai isn't one of those Japanese monsters? My God, why is it suddenly... Athena, why are you suddenly German? Oh, well, she studied in Europe. I guess that makes sense. My God. You don't actually think it was a supernatural murder, do you? No, of course not. Now German? Why not plain old English? Because English is no fun. Okay. Andale, Apollo. Let's get cracking on that crime scene already. Okay. Oops, hold on. Any more talking? No, let's not talk about that. Present? Because English sucks for real. There's not enough words in the English language to express everything. QB Manor Foyer. Foyer? How do you pronounce the word? Do you hear that? It sounds like a TV or something. Oh, look. There's a TV in that little room in the corner. What little room in the corner? The one on the right? Foyer. Foyer. For yippee, even. Gila sa orang. In other news, the mysterious masked wrestler, the Amazing Ninetales, has been confirmed missing according to sources close to the wrestler. It appears he disappeared sometime after the special event held in Ninetales Vale today. He also failed to appear at a match today where he's scheduled to defend his title. Local villagers say his disappearance may be connected with Tenmataro's recent escape. So that wrestler's gone missing. I have a feeling. Hold on, let me take a look at that wrestler. He looks familiar. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? I'm probably wrong. We'll see. Hey, you two! You don't belong in here! Eek! Don't worry, there's nothing suspicious. What about them horns of yours? They look mighty suspicious if you ask me. Horns? That's my hair. Anyway, we're lawyers and we're here to... Ah! You're the lawyers coming to defend Mayor Tenma, ain't ya? Shoulda reckoned what the frick? Shoulda reckoned what with that expensive looking bracelet you got there. The name's Phineas Filch. Are you a thief, Mr. Phineas Filch? I'm the caretaker here. Pleased to meet you. Same here. Wow, talk about a quick change of heart. So tell me, demon lawyer, bet you use them demonic horns of yours to scare the bejeebers out of witnesses, huh? Well, I mean, close. Come here, you little horn demon, you. What is the accent? It's a terrible. It's like New York, but awful. These horns. Oh, sorry, that's Apollo speaking. These horns are. I mean, my hair isn't meant to threaten anyone. They ain't. Seems a mighty big waste of perfectly good horns, if you ask me. Then again, ain't none of my business. So, that was fast. Guess he's done with me. He didn't steal my bracelet, did he? That's magical. Well, I'd best get back to work.
Hold it!
Oh! Halt! Stop right there! Me? Apollo, your bracelet's gone. He did steal my bracelet. Hey, that's my bracelet! Don't you worry, Mr. Lawyer. So I'll check the lost and found later. Somehow, I don't think that will be necessary. Just check your wrists right now. Ah! The cat's out of the bag! It was barely in the bag in the first place. Real. That was a pretty pathetic attempt. Iya pun jangan ada letak kat tangan terus. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Just couldn't control myself. Please forgive me. I'm begging you. Did he just... What was that? Oh my god, that's terrifying. Don't look at me like that. What the hell? Jeez, I almost feel sorry for him now. What should we do about him, Apollo? Well, I got my bracelet back and he seems sorry enough, so... I knew you'd understand, Mr. Lawyer, sir. You obviously got a big heart. As big as the wad of cash in your wallet, I hope. Joke's on you, my wallet's empty. You leave my wallet out of this. Ho ho! Hey, didn't you just finish apologizing for stealing from us? Run away! Run away! Head for the hills! Oh god. Get back here, you! Talk about a quick escape. Looks like he dropped a few things. Looks like a pair of diagrams. This one's at the crime scene, and here's one of the foyer. He left his shoes behind. He left his shoes behind, too. The guy's the living definition of a bumbling thief. I knew he's a thief. I thought I didn't put myself on D&D. Oops. Let's hang on. Let's hang on to his shoes. We can give them back when we can what the hell? We can give them back next time when we see him. As for the diagrams, I'd say we keep them. Yoink. They look like something the police might draw. Wonder where the caretaker got them. Noted. Now then, as I recall, the fox chamber should be at the top of those staircases. Wow, what a sight. Whoa! Where'd all these black feathers and weird tracks come from? The popular opinion seems to be that they're from Tenmataro. You mean the great evil has returned? Even if he did, I'd be laughed out of the courthouse trying to indict him. Hey, who are you? And what are you doing here? This is a crime scene. Who is that? Who are you? And who are you? Are you with the police? I asked first. Who are you, and what are you doing here? On second thought, I'm placing you under arrest for disturbing a crime scene. Excuse you, mister. Not under arrest, but save it for the boys back at HQ. Now come quietly or else. I don't want to be late for lunch. You remind me of Mr. Red, White, and Blue. Please wait. We're Mayor Tenma's lawyers. Well, why didn't you say so? So you're the lawyers I heard about. I almost took you two in. You two sure were suspicious though. Tenma, Tsukasa. Wrong Tenma. Although they don't laugh the same way. Tsukasa Tenma laughs like, how does he laugh? He's more of a ha 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 type of man. But this Tenma, our client, is more of a oh type of laugh. I don't know how many more times I can take being called suspicious in one day. Sorry, we didn't catch your name. My name? I'm Bobby Fulbright. Well, you sure are fully bright, Mr. Fulbright. The heroic detective who defends our good citizens from evil. Okay. The champion of justice who comes running whenever you're in need. Wow, you're very bright. And my catchphrase? In justice we trust. Yes, in justice we trust. In Apollo justice we trust. Oh boy. This guy's a story and a half. So, what can I do for you? Okay, Mr. Fulbright. First, I need you to turn down your brightness a little bit. You need a brightness knob. So, would it be okay if we had a look around? Certainly not! No authorized personnel allowed. No unauthorized personnel allowed. Couldn't you make it an exception? Cease and desist at once, or you'll have to deal with my little friend here. Heck! Yikes! Is he reaching for his... Oh, that's his badge. Okay. In justice we trust. Oh, it's just his badge. You may be Mayor Tenma's attorney, but you still need authorization to cross the police line. Apollo, let's see if we can't change his mind. Good luck. Let me know how it goes. I bet he's as dense as heroes come. Okay, persuasion. Persuasion check. You're wasting your time and mine. Nobody's crossing this line without authorization. Wow, he's bright. He really is Mr. Red White. I'm a wall of justice, keeping injustice. That would be you at bay. Oh, I knew it. Look, there's just us and you here, right? Justice and me, you say. Well, you could say you and me, because, you know, Apollo Justice, that's the joke. That's right. Are you trying to say that Justice and I aren't enough to keep you out? What? No, silly. We're saying that you're an inspiration in our quest for justice. No, it can't be. You have him on the ropes now, Athena. If we were on the side of justice, would you let us through? But guarding the crime scene is a part of justice too. Letting lawyers investigate is also a part of justice, Mr. Fulbright. So I say you should let us in. Sure, but only a bad guy would stand in the way of justice, right? Oh my gosh, she's gaslighting him. Go, Athena, go! Ah! Whose justice is the most just here? Ah, we love hero archetypes. So gullible, so dense. Well, you can't have a fair and just trial without a thorough investigation, so... Oh, Lady Justice, what would you have me do? I think we really got to him. Yeah, he seems pretty neurotic as far as champions of justice go. Her pleas for justice must have had a huge impact. Who's tying him up at night? Now's our chance to start looking around. After all that about authorized personnel only, that was surprisingly easy. Should I stop them or let them through? Whose justice is more just? He's having a mental breakdown, y'all. Well, let's get to work. Wow, I hate the sentence. We're supposed to be finding clues. Hey, this sentence is wrong. We're supposed to be finding clues related to the crime, right? Right. A search of the crime scene should turn up some evidence we can use at the trial. Let's try viewing the crime scene from a different angles. Just around the corner. Do we spin the room? Do we get to spin the room? Oh my god, we're spinning the room. Hold on. I want to spin the room. Let me spin the room. I want to spin right round, baby. Right round like a record, baby. Round, round. Are we spinning the room? Spin! We're spinning the room! Okay. Boom. Oh my god, where am I? How do I move the cursor? I can't move the cursor. Okay, I can move the cursor. Right, this is how I move the cursor. Let's see. First of all, tracks. Hold on, move. These weird tracks must have been made when someone stepped in the alderman's blood. Maybe the killer inadvertently made them when they were fleeing? They're pretty big tracks, almost bird-like. The feathers also point to a bird. Then it must be one big bird, and not of the friendly yellow type either. Hey, is that a Sesame Street reference? Maybe it's a mutant bird creature. So your theory is a giant mutant bird murdered Alderman QB with a spear? That's more plausible than saying a monster or yokai did it. Sorry to burst your bubble, but a giant spear-wielding bird is by definition a monster. Okay. Body, coffee. Hey, wait a minute. I'll look at that later. Body. Can I check that out? No. Body. So this is where Alderman Kiwi's body was found. Apparently, the murder weapon, a spear, had Mayor Tenma's prints on it. That's not good. Never fear, Detective Fulbright is here. He's All Might now. I'm giving him an All Might voice. I don't care. He looks like an All Might archetype. Of course, I can't offer you any information on my investigation, so in the name of justice, I must say goodbye. Oh my god. I thought you were going to help. You said you're here. What is this? There's something wedged under the chair. Let's see if we can lift it up and... freeze! Yikes! No disturbing the crime scene evidence, even if you are the mayor's lawyers. He does have a point there. Hey, Detective Fulbright, did you hear about that attack over on Yokai Lane? I hear an elderly woman was assaulted by a strange yokai shaped like a roll of cloth. And you waited till now to tell me? I better get over there at once. In justice we trust. And there he goes. That was surprisingly easy. Okay, Apollo, there's a chance to look around some more. The more I get to know her, the scarier she gets. I hope she never finds my weakness. I'm sure she will, Apollo, I'm afraid. Whee! Whatever this is, it's stuck on tight. It's like a large blood-stained cloth. Ah. The blood's probably the alderman's, but it's pretty far from his body. Wonder how it got here. And why does this seem important? Okay. Let's see. That's a screen. We can investigate the screen. Nothing much to see on this side. Oh. Check on the other side. Let's check fully on this side first before we check everything else. Wow. This is a pricey looking chair. We're not looking at the chair, Athena. Apparently the mayor was found drugged and unconscious on it. Really? Yeah, and when he came to, he was arrested for murder. Talk about your rude awakenings. So he's the prime suspect in a crime he knows nothing about? That stinks. So true, Widget. Oh, poor Mr. Tenma. He must be feeling so scared and confused. Apollo, it's up to us to save him. It's like she's on her own emotional roller coaster. I love Athena. I love Widget. The statue. Look, the statue only has one tail. Maybe it's the Nine-Tailed Fox's sidekick. Yokai's power. So if you had 2 Apollo, I'd only have 1? Wait, what? Not that it means you're better than me. Got it? Like I said, what? This is the same thing, I think. Yeah. Can't look at that. I can't look at this. The Forbidden Chamber. They say the demon Tenmatara was imprisoned in there before was his escape. Think we could get this door open? It's worth a try. No good. It's shut tight. Yeah, well, just look at the thing at the front. I don't even see a keyhole. Seems pretty hopeless. Injustice we trust. Oh god, he's back. Yikes. Did I just hear the voice of someone in need? Wow, okay. Allow me to fill you in. This door simply will not open. We've tried and tried, but it won't budge. It's an essential part of the culture found in this manor, so we can't blow it up either. So, an unopenable door, right. According to Miss Jinxie, Tenma, it was shut tight when she came across the scene. Thanks for the tip, Detective Fulbright. You didn't expect me to be so helpful. Forget I just said that. Oh. He's like Gumshoe, but annoying, actually. Gumshoe, but less lovable. So far. So the Forbidden Chamber was shut tight at the time of the murder. Sounds like something I better keep in mind. Okay. This one, can I see? No. Can I see this? No. Can I see that? No. What can I see? I can see this. This one's a spear, but what about this one? It looks like a giant pair of pliers. Looks like something a demon might use. Saw something like that in the manga once. Really? What are they used for? Oh, things like pinching through cheeks. Ew! Pulling out tongue. Stop! Stop! Oh, and you should see what they can do to a person's eye. Okay, I get the idea. Damn, Apollo, what the hell? But I'm sure this thing is just a simple can opener or something like that. Yeah, no, I don't think so. It's really big. Demons eat canned food? I always wonder what they ate besides people. Apollo is so mean, actually. Window. Can't look at the window. Seen this, seen that. There's a mug. Can I see the mug? Okay, too far. I can't see the door anymore. Spin! Clock. Apollo, what words come to mind when you watch that pendulum in there? Swing. Unsteady and, restless. That's a direct representation of your current state of mind. I said swing, so is my current representation of my state of mind swing? Is my mind swinging? Wait, that was some kind of psychological test? My diagnosis? These strange cases made you anxious, causing you to lose your cool. Apollo was constantly anxious, I'm afraid. You're actually not that far off the mark. Okay. Hall. Looking forward to your music. Well, that sucks. No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Can I see the charms? No? I've seen this one. Ooh! It's a folding screen. I wonder what they were using it for. I read that the Japanese used to use these in drafty rooms, but now they're just for show. You mean like my attorney's badge? Poor Athena. That cop treating her like a child must have really bothered her. It would have bothered me too, goddamn. Mug. I can't look at the mug? I want to see the mug. Damn. Hey, was that behind the door? Are those raccoons? With hats and baskets? There's something behind the door. Oh no, it's broken! Whatever it is, it looks broken. Probably broke when the door was open. Why would anybody put something here? Oh, don't just close it, Apollo. What the hell? Oh, hey, footsteps. Oh, I'll have to look at that later. She must have heard the screams and came running in here in a panic. Whoa, look at you, Apollo. Now you're using analytical psychology too. I am? Wow, you really learn quick. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. You're the ace attorney, right? Anything agency. I can't tell whether she's serious or not. Now, if Tracy said something like that, I'd immediately know she was messing with me. What's this light? This thing. Can't look at that. Nothing there. I want to see the mug. Let me look at the mug. What if the mug was important? Can't look at the footsteps here. The footsteps went out. Spin! Okay. Ooh, shiny. Hold on. There's a shiny thing here, but I'll look at that later. I can't look at the mug. Foul. I can't see the footsteps either. How dare. Ack! No, turn back. I'm not done with that side. Okay. Shiny. What do we have here? Is it bloody? Oh, it's red on top. It's like a statue of the nine-tailed fox in Mataro battling it out. Eek! Careful, Apollo. It's got blood on it. Oh, it does. Really? Hey, you're right. I wonder if it's the alderman's blood. How can you remain so calm after seeing all this blood? Well, this isn't the first time I've seen something like this, so... You're no fun at all. At least act surprised or grossed out or something for my first case. I'm already a lawyer. You want me to be an actor too? Okay. Oh, I can see the trophies? I can look at the raccoon again. Doesn't this tanuki statue remind you of the manor's caretaker, Phineas Filch? This raccoon-looking thing? Yeah, it does look like him. It really does, doesn't it? Ooh, I just got the best idea. We should knock it over. It might transform back into Mr. Filch. Mr. Filch is mischievous, but he's not magical, you know? Way to waste a brilliant idea, Apollo. Okay. I can see the statue here. Why is this important? Look, a cat with two tails. No such thing. And this lady has a really long neck. How funny is that? There's no way a creature like this would ever exist. She'd have a tough time swallowing. Apollo, I bet you were one of those kids who didn't believe in Santa Claus. What's that got to do with anything? A cat with two tails, a person with a long neck, and I think this is the guy with the long... Okay, Manati. Window. Can I see the window? Hey, this window's open. This window opens, I'm sorry. And outside, we have ourselves a steep cliff. The window only opens about 6 inches, not wide enough for anyone to get in or out. Look, Apollo! There's something caught in the window frame. It's like gold fur. What a pretty color! It must be from some kind of animal. I wonder what it's doing here. Did Alderman QB have a pet fox? Golden fur. I bet you it came from that, from the Amazing Nine Tails, that weird wrestler person. Guess that about wraps it up. Now, if only we could get that detective to tell us what he knows. Hey, Apollo, do you hear something? I don't hear anything. Alright, your hearing must not be as sensitive as mine. What are you talking about? A whooshing sound, like wind rushing through a narrow strait, and the echo of someone's voice. In justice we trust. Someone's got a sharp set of ears, and someone needs a volume knob just as much as Apollo does, maybe even more. Ah, that was the sound of my righteous voice reverberating through the air duct. I heard it through the air ducts? Yeah, check it out. But why would she hear you through there? Why don't we go to the diagram? Oh, it connects to the foyer. No, to the hall. The wind must have rushed through there and carried my monologue with it straight to your ears. And what a unique monologue it was. I was just thinking, maybe the killer made her escape through the air ducts or something. A cute theory, but I don't think so. The air duct in the hallway is low enough to climb into, that much is true. But as you can see, the vent in the ceiling is very high. 9 feet high, in fact, what a coincidence. I highly doubt there's any way to get up there without a ladder or something. And I don't see anything of the sort in this room, do you? I guess you're right. Speaking of things in this room. Yeah? Can you tell us what you guys turned up, Detective Fulbright? Not on my watch, buddy. In the name of justice, I cannot reveal facts pertaining to the prosecution's case. Oh, come on, there was a bone here. Excuse me, Detective Fulbright, but I recall you saying earlier that you would come running whenever we were in need. I suppose I did say that. Helping those in need is what justice is all about. But keeping information out of enemy hands is also a form of justice. Which justice is the most just? Why is this always so hard? That's why you can't be a paragon. Well, how about this? Let's do a little give and take. I mean, serving the public is part of justice too, right? You know, like the police motto, to serve and protect. I doubt leaking information to the defense team falls under that motto. Yes, of course. I must serve well and protect. Okay, I will share some information. In the name of justice. We did it, Apollo. Yeah, we did it all right. But I'm not sure that was entirely ethical. Oh no, that was very unethical. That's the most unethical thing I've ever seen. I feel a little bad actually, because at least with Gumshoe, he spills it out accidentally on his own. We fully gaslit this man into spilling the beans. Okay, let's talk. Ito. Was it Miss Jinxie Tenma who first discovered the crime scene? That's right, and this photo shows what she saw when she opened the door. Okay. Interesting. Miss Tenma had a key allowing her immediate access. A key, so then the Fox chamber was locked. Oh, so then there was no need for the statue to have broken, I guess. I don't know. Yes, and Miss Tenma had the only key to its door. Really? So Alderman Kiwi didn't have a key to the Fox chamber? Actually, he had a master key for most of the doors in the manor, but it disappeared after his murder. Ow. Disappeared? You think the killer took it? It could very well be connected to the murder. We're looking into the possibility now. But it's the timing of Miss Tenma's discovery that I think is most important. Of course, I'm not going to share that information with you. Ha ha ha. You think you're some kind of champion of justice, but you're just plain old mean. I won't fall for that, you shameless rascal. I only help good little boys and girls, and I've been a very good person. I don't want to say... I want to say neither girl nor boy, because I feel like that would be violating both Apollo and myself. Shameless rascal? Who even says that? And this guy, apparently. Well, I wouldn't exactly call you a good little girl either. Wow, Apollo, you're a meanie. Those feathers and tracks look like something a yokai might leave behind. You don't actually think the murderer was some sort of monster, do you? I don't know, it could be. Hold on, let me eat. What's the name of that creature in the Forbidden Chamber? Tenma something? Because, hold on, I'm eating. Because from the black feathers and big tracks, it looks like that creature did it. Our prime suspect would no doubt love to pin the blame on some imaginary creature. Can Tenma whatchamacallit even be made a victim of slander? I know the mayor would do something as childish as blaming a boogeyman. So the most likely scenario so far is that Tenma guy left the feathers and tracks behind to make it look like a yokai Tenma was the killer. Wait, what? No, I'm as confused as you. At any rate, I doubt Mayor Tenma would plant evidence like that. Suspects. So Mayor Tenma is your only suspect? That's right. Even his name Damien Tenma makes him sound like a villain. Ouch, dude. He's nice. And he's really scary looking too. He's nice. Wait, are you telling me that's why he was arrested? Don't be ridiculous. He was the only one without an alibi. Oh, is that so? Yep. Other than the victim, the suspect and Miss Tenma, the only others around were Mr. Filch and Mayor Tenma's aide, and the two of them were together at the time. Filch. You know, I tried to sue my bracelet just living up to his name of death. We should go talk to him and give him a chance. What about Jinxie? She's not being suspected at all? She may have no alibi whatsoever, but she has no motive. It's unfathomable that she would murder the alderman and pin the crime on her father. Besides, do you really think the little girl could lift up this huge spear? True enough, that spear was even bigger than her. Okay, that's her. You must admit, Damien Tenma appears to be the most likely suspect. I admit it looks bad, but I'm still not buying. Oh, one more thing. I must warn you about the prosecutor. The prosecutor, who is it? The prosecutor assigned to Mayor Tenma's trial? That's the one. He's, how shall I put it? Not what you'd expect. Oh no, I'm scared now. That is, unless you faced a convicted killer serving hard time as a prosecutor before. Oh my. Who could it be? What if it's Von Karma? Is this some kind of joke? Who could it be? I'm scared. Can I ask why a man in prison for murder is serving as a prosecutor? Because he's mastered the use of psychology in courtroom battles. Definitely not Von Karma. Everyone's talking about how this murder was the work of some strange creature, but yokai are nothing more than a figment of the imagination. They're baloney. Who better to prove this than a master of psychology? He's the best man for the job. But he's a convicted murderer. No matter how you look at it, that's just insane. Hey, it takes a murderer to know one in their defense, right? Well, the chief prosecutor, personally assigned him so. None of us are in a position to question the matter. Ha ha ha. This really is a dark age of law. As prosecutor, he wouldn't happen to go by the name Black Quill, would he? Oh, it's him. It's the person on the game cover. Bingo! Simon Black Quill. So you have heard of him. You could say that. What's that supposed to mean? Uh-oh, it's lore. Well, I bet you don't know his unofficial title. Ever heard of the Twisted Samurai? That's Prosecutor Black Quill. Twisted Samurai? Is that because he's a criminal? Well, yes and no. You could also say, wow, I can't read. You could say it also has to do with the effect his crime had on things. How so? This conviction is what twisted and warped the legal world into this dark age of the law. What? And he, of all people, is going to stand in court tomorrow? Ha ha ha. Never fear. I myself will be there to protect you. I don't trust you, detective. I'll be so real with you. That's reassuring, I guess. Well, you kids knock yourselves out. Can't wait to see how you do tomorrow. Wait, Detective Fulbright. I've been meaning to ask you something. Why are you barefoot? He's barefoot! I hadn't even noticed. Why am I barefoot? Oh no, did Mr. Filch steal his shoes? Was that his shoes that Mr. Filch dropped earlier? Wait a second. Those shoes we found earlier. Excuse me, Detective Fulbright. These wouldn't happen to be your shoes, would they? Yes, they are. My favorite pair, in fact. Thank you for bringing them to me. You must truly be on the side of justice. Don't tell me Mr. Filch actually stole from a detective. Stealing shoes right off of someone's feet. That's pretty amazing. I find it more amazing that Detective Fulbright didn't notice. Well, it looks like we've gotten all we can out of the detective, so let's see. Maybe we should go have a word with Mr. Filch. I want to hear what his alibi is. Okay. Let's go find him. Hold on, I have to dredge up his weird New York accent thing. It's New York. It's not New York really. It's more like Harley Quinn-esque. This is just awful. It's terrible, I say. Somebody help. Oh, look, it's Mr. What was it again? Finch? No. The name's Filch. Phineas Filch. Keep on pilfering and you may wind up a jailbird instead. Hold on, let me chew. So what seems to be the problem, Mr. Filch? Oh, it's just terrible. Terrible, I tell ya. Come quick. Okay. What's the deal with him all of a sudden? Looks like some kind of mask. It's the Amazing Nine Tails mask. The Amazing Nine Tails? Alright, the wrestler who appeared during the festival's special event. What's his mask doing here? He'd never take off his mask like this. Someone must have killed him. What? Who would do such a thing? Let's go talk over there in private. Look, there's some white hair caught up inside this mask. There's white hair inside? I'm telling you, our victim was the Amazing Nine Tails. Because he's the only person in the court record with a white hair, right? Hold on, not like that. Yeah, see? Just look. I bet you. So what makes you believe the Amazing Nine Tails has been murdered? You really want to know, eh? You're a studious one, ain't ya? Yes, I mean, no. Just tell me, please. Well, it's like this. I dreamed of becoming a wrestler myself. Hey, how about you join me in the quest for the champion's belt? What a team! Me and my band's mask and you and that demon mask of yours. Hey now. Demon mask? I wonder if I could make it big. Apollo, let's save your pro wrestling debut until after the trial. Huh? Oh, no, I wasn't actually... what did I do? Pull me off topic like that. Come on, Apollo. Ask me about the Amazing Nine Tails' murder already. Okay. Oh, it's the wrong button. Talk. The Amazing Nine Tails is our village's savior, and don't you forget it. Wow. His trademark, the gold cape, makes it look like 9 foxtails. He whirls through the rings, smacking down Tenma wrestlers left and right. He sparked the monster crave, revitalizing Ninetales Vale in the blink of an eye. Yep, saved our village from becoming a ghost town. Now it's a yokai town. Okay, that was a bit clever. Huh, the Amazing Nine Tails, it really does sound, well, amazing. Yeah, pretty amazing, huh? That's why he's worshipped like a hero around here. Why are you the one that looks flattered? I'm proud to be from the same village as him. Oh, no, I see. Come to think of it, you look kind of a monster like yourself, Mr. Filch. Guess it makes sense since you're from the same village as the Amazing Nine Tails. I know, a lot of people have told me I look like a yokai. Since when was that a compliment? Oh. Ow, what's the big idea? Check your pocket. Hey, how'd you do that? Keep it, I got a lot more. It's a glossy. So you keep saying that the Amazing Nine Tails was killed. What's the story behind that? Are you saying he was murdered because his mask wasn't blown to the side? That's only part of it. The main reason is no one's seen him since the special event. The word around Nine-Tailed Vales he was killed by Tenmataro. You villagers really are superstitious, aren't you? That we are. We love conspiracy theories too, like the mayor's diabolical plot. The mayor of Tenma Town? What is he plotting? Rumor has it he's planning on releasing Tenmataro. That's why he wants the merger. He'll open the Forbidden Chamber once he's in control. That's quite a tale. Ain't finished yet. There was one person who could stop the mayor. Our hero, the amazing Nine-Tails. He vowed to battle the mayor of Tenma Town and stop the municipal merger. I couldn't make this stuff up if I tried. Apollo, we still have to ask him about the alderman's murder, remember? Right. Mr. Filch, would you mind telling us what you were doing at the time of the murder? I was in the caretaker's office guarding the entrance like Mr. QB said I should. And I made double sure no one came in. I have a clear view of the foyer from where I work. I must be talking about the small room in the upper right. See. It definitely looks like you can keep track of the comings and goings from there. And you have an alibi to back your statement up, Mr. Filch? I do indeed. I was with Mayor Tenma's aide. Florence LaBelle's his name. Oh, what a beautiful name. So the two of you were together. That's a pretty sound alibi, all right. And nobody came in or out of the manor around the time of the murder? Kept watch here the whole time. Didn't see a soul pass by. And if anyone did, their security camera would have spotted them. So no one came in or out around the time of the murder. That means we're dealing with someone who was already inside when it happened. So do you think this mask is the real deal? Without a doubt, this here's the mask worn by the amazing Nine-Tails. What about that white hair I found inside the mask? Wait, I just thought of something. Remember the golden animal fur we found at the crime scene? Could it have come from this mask? Look, there's even a spot where some fur is missing. Huh. And this places the mask at the crime scene at some point in time. Which means... What does this mean? Someone with white hair was linked with the murder and is against the merger? See, even the game agrees with me. No way. Could the amazing Nine-Tails and the alderman actually be... Something wrong, Apollo? You should see the look on your face. They're the same person, I'm telling you. Oh, no, it's nothing. Maybe Jinxie could tell us something, since she works here. Golden fur reattached. Okay. Right, we're done here, right? We're done here. We have to talk to Jinxie. Oh. Talk to Jinxie Tenma. Yeah, he's brief. Oh, this is nice. Handy. Okay, profile evidence. Okay, let's move. I have to find Jinxie. Maybe she's in the garden. No? I guess not. Go piling? Yes, okay. Oh look, there's Jinxie. Milk, cheese, yogurt, ice cream, and... Sounds like she's out grocery shopping. She must really like dairy products. That, or she's just spewing out dairy products as a coping mechanism. I tried to make a better milkshake and another to cure my lactose intolerance. I see. Maybe she should just stick to soy milk. Jinxie, hey, it's me. Yeek! It's the demon lawyer. Ugh. Not another warding charm. Ugh. Apollo? Who is she? Oh, right. This is your first time meeting each other. This is Jinxie, Mayor Tenma's daughter. She was the first to discover the crime scene. Oh, so she's the one who... hello, my name's Athena Sykes. I'll be helping Apollo defend your father at his trial. Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you too. Where's Trucy? She went back to the office ahead of us. But don't worry, Athena and I are on the case. Wait, how do you know how do I know you didn't? That you didn't gobble her up alive? Relax, I didn't eat her up, and I wouldn't do such a thing in the first place. Oh, poor little Trucy. I'm about ready for some tears of frustration myself. She's quite an interesting character, huh, Apollo? Okay. Jinxie, do you remember any more of what happened? Not much. At least not yet. But do you think Tenmataro was the... But you do think Tenmataro was the killer, right? That yokai you saw at the festival? I don't know anything about that. Huh? But you said Tenmataro murdered the alderman. It's okay, Jinxie. You can tell me. Yikes! What was that for? People see things when they don't get enough sleep. There's no such thing as monsters. Whoa! You're the most superstitious character we have so far. Huh? What's gotten into her? So if there are no monsters, you admit I'm human? No, you're still a demon. Wow. Oh, I give up. It seems like Jinxie doesn't want to talk about Tenmataro for some reason. But that's precisely what we need to know more about. Besides, she definitely thought there was a yokai there in the fox chamber. Jinxie, about this charm. You gave me this when I was heading off to the scene of the crime. You thought Tenmataro was the murderer. That's why you gave this to me, right? That's true, but if there's anything else you could tell us, it would really help. And it will help your father, too. Alright then. Okay. Tenmataro did it? Why do you think Tenmataro is the killer? I saw him with my own eyes. Tenmataro was right there in the matter. Ooh, wow. He escaped his prison and ran right by me. What? Jinxie, tell us everything you saw. I called the police after I stumbled to the scene. I was just about to head back to the festival grounds when I saw Tenmataro. It was right around here. He was running right at me. I was paralyzed with fear, but there was no one around to help me. The foul beast raced right by me toward the foyer. Toward the foyer? Mr. Filch and Mr. LeBeau were supposedly in the foyer at the time. That means they would have seen Tenmataro too. That's why you better get their statements. Okay. I'm playing tricks on her. Apollo? Remember the picture in this paper? Someone caught Tenmataro flying through the air. I wonder if it's the same Tenmataro Jinxie says she saw. Don't be ridiculous. Tenmataro is the killer. He can fly too. Okay. Jinxie was at the Alderman's Manor, so you can do some light on this. So, no one knows the Amazing Nine Tails' true identity? Uh-huh. They say no one's ever seen him without his mask. Doesn't that make you want to know even more? Uh-huh. That's why matches where wrestlers try to expose their opponent are so popular. Wait, you mean expose as in strip them naked? Eek, you even think like a demon. The only thing the winner removes is the loser's mask. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself. So you see, these unmasked matches are life and death battles for the wrestlers. That means this mask didn't just happen to wash up along the riverbank. There's gotta be a story behind it. No one can stop the Amazing Nine Tails. I bet you'd be shocked to find out he's really the Alderman. About the yokai you saw at the scene of the crime, anything else stand out? Actually, I heard this strange jangly sound. A jangly sound? Can you be a little more specific? My memory's kind of fuzzy, but I vaguely recall seeing Tenmataro holding a staff or something like that. Maybe that's what making the strange sound. Does Tenmataro usually carry a staff? Good question. I've never heard of anything like that, and it's not shown on the scroll. How about in the other documents? Any of them show Tenmataro with a staff? This is the only known document depicting Denmataro. After all, those who needlessly depict the demons are forever cursed. Then what's the deal with the Denmataro you saw, JC? Inspect towards the foyer. Okay, awesome. Why didn't you tell me you saw Denmataro earlier? Actually, Mr. LaBelle told me not to tell. Mr. LaBelle? Papa's aide. Oh, right. The other guy who was supposedly at the foyer at the time of the crime. Now, what exactly did he tell you? Keep the village superstitions in mind before you go talking about seeing Denmataro at the time of the crime. Village superstitions? They say you must not gaze upon Denmataro, but in the event that you do look, and then tell anyone what you saw, Denmataro will claim your soul. And that's something everyone here knows? Sounds like a bunch of baloney to me. Uh-huh. Everyone from babies to the village elders know about it. But I didn't because I'm not from around here. Hey, come to think of it. Huh? Why is everyone hiding their face? Oh yeah, they hid their faces. Whoa, flashback. The guy at the special event thing said almost the exact same thing. Apollo, do you think this LaBelle guy actually believes in Denmataro? I seriously doubt it. He's not even from Ninetales Vale. Then why would he try to keep Jinxie from talking? Good question. I think we'd better go have a word with him. Time to unmask this monster of a mystery. The last time I saw Mr. LaBelle, he was relaxing in the foyer. Bueno. Next stop, the Manor Foyer. With any luck, he'll be there waiting for us. Of course he will be. There's no one here. Guess her luck isn't so good when it comes to Mr. LaBelle. Maybe he's out for a walk or something. Huh? Somebody left something on the sill of the caretaker's office window. Oh, it's a TV program guide. What does it say? I can't read that. It's too blurry. And also, oh, thank you. I'm short-sighted. No, sorry. I'm far-sighted and short-sighted. It's both. It's complicated. Looks like someone circled a pro wrestling match. Tenma Town Pro Wrestling Howlin' Wolf versus Pretty Boy Vampire. Howlin' Wolf versus Pretty Boy Vampire. Hey, wait, isn't this low-key like Twilight? Blow-by-blow commentary by Timothy Twilight! It's Twilight. It's a Twilight reference. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Oh, Mr. Filch, what can we do for you? I bet she was going to scream, monster, which really isn't much of a stretch. Ain't nothing I need you to do for me. What business do you got to do with my TV listings, Edward, for real? Real! Actually, I don't know. I didn't watch Twilight, but haha, funny. Oh no, it just caught my eye. Can I ask if you watched this pro wrestling program today? Yep, it was a match between a couple of rank amateurs though. It was a complete disaster. I reckon even I could have done better than that. I seriously doubt that. Hang on, what time is the TV program? Can I see that? Hold on, before we continue, I want to see that just now. What time was that match? It's at 3. Manetti. Okay, almost forgot there was something I wanted to ask him. Mr. Filch, did you see anything unusual around the time of the murder? For example, Denmataro or something like that? Huh? Denmataro? So did you see him? My, how clean and shiny your forehead is again today, Mr. Lawyer, sir. Hey, no more about my forehead. Only Clavier can talk about my forehead like that. Bet you shine it up every day real pretty like. The ladies must love it. Okay, that's enough about my forehead. Don't change the subject. And for your information, and FYI, that was a seriously bad attempt at flattery. Jinxie said she saw Tenmataru flee toward the foyer. So you must have seen him too if you were here. Yikes! Wow, I really pushed the button there. Well, did you see anything or not? Whoa, who held it? Whoa, who are you? Whoa, I don't like how you're caressing that flower on your, I don't like, put your hand away, sir. I don't like the look of this guy. I really don't like the look of this guy. I'm very scared. That is quite enough. I must ask that you not pester my friend anymore. Yikes! Forgive me for being pestered, sir. And you are? Oh, nice music though. I like the music this character has. I don't like him though. This guy absolutely fails my vibe check. I am Florence LaBelle, Beau Divine and personal aide to Mayor Damien Tenma. Beau Divine? More like yokai grotesque. This place is crawling with monsters. Oh, did you just spray me? It was just a little cologne. You had a look of stinky sweat about you. Wow, you bitch. Oops. Alamak. It's from my own original brand of cosmetics called... God damn it, it's French. I hate the French language. I'm not reading that. Oh, what a heavenly scent. I don't like that smirk. I don't like this voice I gave him. I don't like how he's caressing that flower and fiddling with it. I don't like everything about this guy. Ugh, I think you just paralyzed my olfactory receptors. I suppose such a scent would be difficult for a peasant to appreciate. I don't like your attitude. I'll have you know that is brand number 5 Bonjour. It's my way of introducing myself. Enjoy! Where's my bottle of adieu so I can return the favor? I hate this guy too. He's the murderer anyways, right? I saw the cutscene, it's him. Can't wait to take this guy down. I really want to see his third act breakdown. Enough about the cologne. Please tell us what you saw around the time of the murder. Okay. I wish his hand would stop fiddling with the flower, and I'm very uncomfortable. Move. Sorry, not move. Talk. As much as I would like to move, I have to talk. I heard you're the one who told Jinxie not to mention what she saw, that she saw Tenmataro. Why, that little... So, she told you stop fondling the flower. Oh, that's the word I was looking for. Fondling. Yeah, please stop fondling the flower. I'm very uncomfortable. Why, that little... So she told you she saw the demon, did she? Mr. LaBelle, do you mind if I ask whether you believe in the village superstitions? Oh, please. I was merely trying to keep with traditions. Nevertheless, I will say this. I wouldn't stick my nose into this whole Tenmataro business if I were you. Bad things happen to those who do. That much is true. He is one scary monster. You're not even from here. Your name is French. That's crazy. You really expect me to believe that monsters are real? Well, you're real, and you sure look like a monster. Wait, oh my god, I hate that. This is a burning passion that's so condescending. Look who's talking. So, Mr. Ow. Bagi aku habiskan ayat dulu boleh tak? Bangang lelaki. Tengok dah keluar Melayu dah. Termelayu. Little James has an active imagination. Isn't that right, Phineas? That's right. I haven't seen nothing. Especially not Tenmataro. As for me, I only see things of beauty. That's why I can barely see you. Ugh. He kind of ate that though. I mean, he does eat. He eats and leaves no crumbs, but like, I don't like it. I've got 2 words for this guy. Total freak. Could I ask what you were doing at the time of the crime? In other words, you would like to hear my alibi. To think you'd suspect me of all people. Okay. Oh no. Bagi aku habiskan ayat dulu boleh ya? How dare you doubt me? That's an affront to beauty itself. Who do you think you are, mister? Ow! You obviously can't see straight. I don't need you spraying perfume in my face. I already do that to myself enough times. Ugh, like that spritz really helped. What were we doing, you ask? Go ahead, Filchi, answer the question. At the time of the crowd, we were, in this here foyer. Exactly. Good answer, Filchi. Good answer. Just repeating what you told. Oh, you've said quite enough. What is with these two? Great. Now he's got me talking like that. Are we quite through here? I'm a very busy man, you know. What, busy fondling that flower over there? Oh, I hate that. Right. Well, thanks for your help. So these two were in the foyer, but didn't see Tenmataro. Come along, Filchi. Where are we going? Alright, gotta practice them statements for tomorrow. Practice? You're going to dig your own grave with that big mouth of yours someday. What does he mean, practice statements? Now, if you would please excuse me, it's time to touch up my makeup. You don't need any. You're like ghost pale white. Apollo, I know this sounds strange, but Mr. LaBelle seems unusually preoccupied with Tenmataro. You don't say. Really? How could you tell? Well, it's kind of hard to explain. You see, I can read people's emotions in the tone of their voice. You mean you have good ears? Something like that. People's emotions are expressed in the tone of their voice. And my ears can pick up even the subtlest tones for some reasons. That's an interesting skill. Well, what do you mean he's preoccupied with Tenmataro? I'm not exactly sure, but it looks like he was obsessed with the thought of Tenmataro. That's what I picked up from his voice anyway. Everywhere we turn, it's Tenmataro this, Tenmataro that. We should go talk to the mayor, too. Sounds like a plan. We need to get to the bottom of that rumor about him wanting to release Tenmataro. Wow, I'm tired. Okay. Detention center. Something wrong, Apollo? Where did your enthusiasm go? What am I doing asking the mayor if he has ever thought about releasing Tenmataro? At best, he'll think I'm an idiot. At worst, ugh. Oh, he's here. It's so nice to finally meet you. I'm Mr. Justice's partner, Athena Sykes. I'm looking forward to working with you, Mr. Tenmataro. Salah orang. Salah nama. Oh yes, I look forward to working with you too. Eek! Glad he didn't mind Athena calling him by a completely wrong name. Apollo, he's just as kind and gentle looking as I'd imagined. What do you... Kind, sure. Gentle looking, are you very sure? Lucky for you after that blunder you just made. There was something I wanted to talk to you about. There are rumors going around about how you want to or did set Tenmataro free. What utter nonsense! Yikes. They always assume the worst of me because of the way I look, but those rumors don't have a shred of truth, I tell you. A little touchy about his appearance, isn't he? What he really needs to work on are his people skills. Okay. So rumor has that you want to push the merger through in order to release Tenmataro. Of course, that's a bunch of baloney, isn't it? Heck, sorry if I offended you. So that's to talk around town, is it? I can see how that would make you angry. What if Jinxie's schoolmates start teasing her about this? Huh? I must break out of here at once. Her tormentors must be taught a lesson. Okay, you're a good dad, I get it. No, wait, first we have to get you a not guilty verdict. Don't try to stop me. This is about a father's duty to his darling daughter. Hold tight, sweet Jinxie, Daddy's coming to save you. Relax, we'll look out for your daughter until we can get you free. Is that so? You don't need me to go straighten things out myself? Oh boy, they'd probably call in the SWAT team if he showed up at her school. Oh, right, I gotta ask about the reason behind the merger. It seems you were rather forceful in pushing for the municipal merger. Did you really want Ninetales Vale that badly? Yes, well, it's quite an attractive prize in terms of tourism. Oh, what's that? Am I feeling what I think I'm feeling? Sure, I played a bit of hardball, but only when I deemed it necessary. I knew it. My bracelet's reacting. What is it? Mayor Tenma might not be telling the whole truth. Really? How can you tell? People invariably tense up when they lie. That's where my bracelet here comes in. I can sense when the person I'm talking to is feeling tense, because it begins to feel tight on my arm. No way! You can do that? Wait, so you believe me just like that? Sure, each of us has our own special gifts. Oh yeah, Athena has a gift too, her special sense of hearing. Still, what do you think the mayor... oh my god. Still, what do you think the mayor's lying to you about? Oops. Ah! Oh no! Earphones fell. Where is it? I can't find it. There it is. Wow, I'm a disaster. Hold on. Holy moly. I don't know, but it's our job to find out. It's been a while since my bracelet last reacted like this. Let's see if I still remember how to do this. First I touch my bracelet. Right, now let's give it a whirl. Boop! It's like Psycho Lock, but with a big eye. Small is twitching, the slightest round that no one else can see. Now, Mayor Tenma was lying somewhere in that statement he just made. When he lied, a certain habit that is clear under his right eye. Wow, thank you for giving me that big heads up. Shift my viewpoint up and focus on the area. Right eye. That was the left. Alright, I've got him now. His stick should appear he's trying to pull the wool over my eyes. I gotta pour over every word he says and wait for his tick to appear. And then I'll perceive him! Quite... Wow, it's so slow. I forgot how slow this is. Price. Oh!
Gotcha!
Mr. Mayor, please, can you trust us with the truth? The truth? I don't understand. When you mentioned tourism, the bottom of your right eye started twitching. What nonsense is this? So what if it did? Please, tell us more about your merger bid. What more is there to tell? Why were you really seeking to merge with Ninetales Vale? I already told you, tourism. The monster craze really revitalized the village, making it quite the prize. You really don't trust us, do you? What are you talking about? The village has been hot property ever since the monster craze has started, has it not? I think you've yet to realize that what you're saying contradicts the facts. You say that the monster craze really revitalized Ninetales Vale, so... You felt it would be an attractive price for its tourism, but that would contradict this. Contradict what? I don't know, dude. Whack! Go back. That's the wrong button. Contradict what? I don't know, actually. Tourism. Charm. Contradict to what? I don't know. For who's part of the 90s, who's saying this ghost town. Details. It's effort for its tourism that would contradict this. You felt that the monster craze makes it attractive for tourism, but that would contradict ghost town. Girl, I don't know. Hold on. I'm pretty sure it's the glossy. I think it's the glossy. Take that.
Take that!
Okay, but the monster craze in Ninetales Vale is a very recent phenomenon. It was sparked when the amazing Ninetales rose up against the municipal merger. The village was practically a ghost town before then. So you see, you couldn't have possibly seen it as an attractive prize for its tourism. Hold on, really? Hold on, let me see. The monster craze is very recent. It sparked when rose up against the merger. So for then. Ah, I see. So what's the real reason behind your push to merge the Tenma town with Ninetales Vale, huh? Well, oh! Did we get him? I think we got him. So why the merger? Are you ready to tell me the truth now? Honestly, I never wanted to pursue the merger in the first place, but I had no choice if I wanted to protect my darling little Jinxie. Protect her from what? I received a threat. It said either I go through with the merger or my Jinxie dies. Oh my god! What? How awful! Who would do such a thing? I don't know, but whoever blackmailed me must be connected to the murder. Wait, so you think the blackmailer and the killer could be one and the same? Alderman QB was immensely popular, so you have to ask, who would want him dead? The blackmailer who wanted the merger at all costs had all the motive in the world. But why go from blackmail to murder? That merger protests won't disappear just because the alderman was killed. Could it be? What if there was another reason for the murder? Like what? Maybe the blackmailer discovered Alderman QB's secret identity, and his secret identity was a threat to the blackmailer's murder scheme. What do secret identities have to do with anything, Apollo? I have evidence revealing the Alderman's secret identity. Maybe it's time to use it. Is it the mask? Are we presenting things? Let's check. Right here inside. I think it's this one. Take that! Mayor Tenma, please take a look at this if you would. That's the amazing Ninetales' mask. What is the meaning of this? This mask was almost definitely at the crime scene. And there was some white hair inside. White hair, you say? There was but one person with white hair in the manor that day. What are you saying? You know which man I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about Rex Cutie, the amazing Ninetales himself. No way! The alderman was... Wait, come to think of it, Alderman Cutie was a former pro wrestler. So the blackmailer turned killer when he discovered the alderman's secret identity. Didn't I just say that? But yeah, the amazing Ninetales was a threat to the blackmailer's scheme. He opposed the merger and as a result single-handedly sparked the monster craze. Even so, what was the mask doing at the crime scene? There had been an event at the manor, and maybe Alderman QB had taken part in it, if you get my drift. This is absurd! Mr. Mayor, do you have proof of the threat that was made against you? Yes, a blackmail letter. Unfortunately, it disappeared after the murder. I had been carrying it around in my briefcase, but now it suddenly vanished. Yep, it's definitely Mr. LaBelle. The blackmailer must have taken it with them after they killed the alderman. Well, at least we've clearly established the killer's motive. Mayor Tenma, visiting hours are over. Oh, that's the guard. I'm sorry. It would appear this meeting is adjourned. Bye. Apollo, do you really think that Tenma Taro, that Jinxie saw, is the killer? I don't know. All I know is there is no such thing as monsters. What about that newspaper article? Could the killer have purposely freed Tenma Taro to do their dirty work? Oh, come on. There wasn't any Tenma Taro to release in the first place. Yes, but the only suspects the police have right now are the mayor and the yokai. We'll probably be arguing whether there was a yokai involved in court tomorrow. I can already see that look of disbelief on the judge's face. Apollo? Are you alright? I'm fine. I'll think of something. I'd better, because I can't very well say a flying demon was the killer. At this point, the only thing I know for sure is tomorrow's going to be one doozy of a trial. Okay, what time is it? It's like 1. It's 1? I started at 11. Are you telling me that the investigation took 2 hours? Man, sambong. I'm stopping after we're done with this trial. What do you mean, like, we played the last episode, like, typical investigation, like, yeah, sure, it's just that when the first episode was 3 hours long, like, in whole, that was 2 days of, like, trial and investigation, right? That one episode took 3 hours. I expected this, like, a proper episode to take even longer than that, but I didn't expect investigation to take 2 whole hours. It's longer than I expected. I'm surprised. You okay, Athena? You've been really antsy ever since we got here. I'm just excited. This is my first real court case after all. Yeah, a real ball of excitement she is. I know. Oh goodness. Oh, I know just what she needs. Athena! Eek! Did you ever learn about indoor and outdoor voices? Better than 2 whole days. What do you mean 2 whole days? I'm just trying to show you the best way to relieve your pre-trial jitters. By scaring the daylights out of me? No, I find that shouting, "I'm fine!" in the loud voice relieves stress. Go say that. Let me finish the first day of trial first. Just this one. It shouldn't take that long, right? It's part of my Chords of Steel voice workout and a must before every trial. You want me to shout? Here? That's right, here. I'll go first and then you try. Imagine if an episode lasted 2 whole days IRL. No way! For what reason? I'm Apollo Justice and I'm fine! Alright, I'm Athena Sykes and I'm fine! I think that actually worked. I thought it might help. An old friend of mine from junior high and I say it all the time. I see. A proven remedy to calm the soul. I like it. Hey, how about finish off with a race around the courthouse? Okay, that's a bit much. The point is to relieve stress, not to get totally exhausted. What's with all the racket, you two? Oh my god, it's your man! It's the guy! Oh, Mr. Right. Just a little voice workout. Hey, what's with the suit? Oh, this? Gosh, I like his new suit. Have I ever mentioned how much I like his new suit? I don't think I have. I like this look on him. I was thinking about getting my attorney's badge back, that's all. That's all? That's huge news! But why now? I have a feeling I'll be needed in the courtroom again sometime soon. But we can talk about that another time. No fair! Inquiring minds want to know! I want to know! Phoenix! Yes! But wow. Baby, I love you. Oh, hi! Brief Phoenix flashback. I'm so used to him in his usual laid-back clothes. That suit makes him look like $1 million. Hell yeah! By the way, have you heard about the prosecutor assigned to this case? Yeah, he's serving time, but before that he was a prosecutor. He also uses psychology? That's right. I've heard rumors about how he was back before his conviction. Using the power of suggestion, he could make even the most stalwart defendants confess. I see. Psychology in the courtroom. Been hearing a lot about that lately. So, he must be a pretty scary guy, considering he's a prison inmate and all. So they say. They also say he'll cut you down if you talk too much. Ouch, dude. Heck, I knew he was gonna be big news. It's probably just hyperbole. At least I hope, for your sake. Wait, so is it true or not? Phoenix, don't just laugh! Let's just say you should be concise and choose your words carefully. If you'd like to keep that head of yours attached to the rest of your body, that is. Damn, dude! Yikes! Better tone down my cords of steel, too. So, are you all ready? It might be a good idea to check the court record again before stepping into the ring. Right, Mr. Wright. But I'm fine. I'll be watching from the gallery. Good luck! Thanks! Heck yeah! Believe in our client, seek the truth, that's all we can do. Hang in there, Mayor Tenma. Here comes justice! In justice we trust! Oh god, we have to face the court. Hang on. Brace yourselves, everyone. This might sound bad. Oh god, the audio. Court is now in session. All rise. Court is now in session for the trial of Damien Tenma. Apollo Justice, defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor. I know that big booming voice anywhere. As chipper as ever, right, Mr. Justice? But who is the young lady next to you? I'm Athena Sykes, Mr. Justice's junior partner, and fresh out of law school. Well now, full of beans too, eh? Excellent. Makes an old man feel young again. Okay, Judge. Now for the prosecution. Oh! Prosecutors. Always fashionably late. It appears the prosecution is not ready yet. Never fear, for I shall explain. It's just a minor procedural complication, Your Honor. The prosecutor for this case is being escorted from prison as we speak. Prison? Oh yes, of course, I almost forgot. He is currently serving time. You would... Oh, yes, long hair.
Yup, Prosecutor Blackwell's an inmate.
Whoa, sword. Whoa, blood. Whoa.
But even a convicted murderer still got a job to do and duties to perform.
Wow. Oh, he's scary. Why is he leaning back like that? Something about this pose is kind of funny. Who's that with his back to us over there? It's him, I'm sure of it. Prosecutor Black Quill. Is the prosecution ready? I don't think I can take him seriously. I don't think I can. Oh, he's so scary, but he's so funny. But he's so scary. Enough jabbering. Get on with it already. Of course, forgive me. Ugh, why are all these people related to the case so scary? Very well, Prosecutor Blackquill. Your opening statement, if you please. Oh, God, he's in chains. What's the matter? Why? Alright, he's doing time. I was gonna ask why is he still in chains. Must we continue to fritter away time like this? Oh, come on. It is all right there in the indictment. An opening statement would be pointless. Okay. Alright. It's giving Von Karma. Pointless? Oh, well. But at least Von Karma still does formalities. What is this behavior? Looks like the cat, or in this case, the prosecutor, has to judge his tongue. But we need an opening statement as an overview of the case at hand. Well, then your baldness. Well, then your baldness. If it's so important, why don't you do the honors? That's your job. Who, me? There's a term for people who whine and fuss about how they need silly, useless things, and then decide they no longer want them once it's theirs. A selfish old fool. Wow, you are so mean. I can see why a certain friend of mine likes you. Wait, was that the prosecution's opening statement? Old dotards such as you are a plague among the young. I pity your poor grandchildren. Or is it great-grandchildren? Oh, he's so toxic. He's so toxic. I can see how some people think he's appealing. All these years I thought the opening statement was the prosecutor's job. It is! It is! But I suppose I could give it a try. It might be a nice... Don't give it to his gaslighting judge. You've been judging for way too many games, dude. What? He actually fell for that? Oh, of course he would. This must have been the power of suggestion Mr. Wright was talking about. That's not suggestion, that's gaslighting. Gosh. The opening statement, huh? Let's see here. The victim was one Rex Cuby, alderman of Nine Tails Vale, and the defendant, Damien Tenma, mayor of Tenma Town, is accused of his murder. And why, pray tell, was the mayor arrested? His prints were on the murder weapon. Plus, he had a motive. The elimination of the biggest roadblock to the municipal merger. The caretaker and the secretary and other potential suspects both have alibis. And his daughter, who was in the vicinity at the time of the incident, has no motive. So in a nutshell, I'd have to say the charges against the defendants are incontrovertible. Bravo, your baldness. Hey, that's rude. Your years of experience shine bright like your head. He's rude and he's toxic, but you gotta admit, he's damn smart. Oh, flattery will get you everywhere. Judge, please, you've been doing this for decades. He's playing Simon Says with the judge. Moving right along now, let's hear from our first witness for today, Detective Fulbright. Okay. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Ow. Oh, he's so bright. I am the detective assigned to this case, Bobby Fulbright. Oh, and I've also been keeping tabs on old Black Quill here. I also heard that you provide protection if it ever came to that. It would seem that I have been sorely underestimated. Wait, who's protecting who from what? Still, I truly believe anyone can turn their life around, even old Blackwell here. Fulbright. Oof. Ouch! That's, wow. He really doesn't waste time. Save your platitudes for funerals. Get on with your statement. That's the spirit. Justice must be swift and true. I see it in your eyes. There is hope for your rehabilitation and return to society. Mr. Fulbright, you're too optimistic. Just look at him. You can't fix this guy. This man, you can't fix him. I'm sorry. I will never give up on you. Prosecutor Blackwell doesn't seem to intimidate Detective Fulbright. Well, you know what they say, ignorance is bliss. Oh, so that's why Detective Fulbright was assigned to Blackwell. He's so oblivious. Now, let's have your first statement. Detective Fulbright, you got it, but first I'd like to say to the defense that justice will ultimately prevail. It sure will. I sure will prevail. About the murder. Okay. Alderman Cuby was murdered with a spear that had been on the wall. The fingerprints on the defendant, Damien Tenma, were found on the murder weapon. At the time, Alderman Cuby was asleep from a drug he unwittingly ingested. Mayor Tenma attacked his defenseless victim, impaling him like the human shish kebab. Please don't say that. That's hurtful. Hang on, I want to see the things to say. I want to see these in case. Juicy statement. Hallway. Can I see this crime scene? Okay, that doesn't help. That doesn't help either. Okay. But the sudden pain jolted the victim awake, and he grabbed a statue and struck back. Hold on, where's the... Do we have a, an autopsy report? Do we? I don't think we do. Deceased. Wow, I didn't read the case brief. Sleep-inducing drug? That's right. The accused was scared because the alderman was a former pro wrestler, so he slipped him a drug to make sure he'd be out cold and defenseless. Oh, thank you. There's the autopsy report I was looking for. Here's the autopsy report to prove it. Cause of death, stabbed with a spear, estimated time of death around 3:20 p.m. The victim had been in a drug-induced slumber, so he was drugged too. Okay. And the victim managed to attack his attacker despite being impaled by a spear? That sounds almost superhuman. Is it even possible? Well, he was a former pro wrestler after all. That spear was probably nothing more than a mosquito bite. Oh, okay. Someone mad. Not so fast. Don't try to brush it all off by saying the alderman had been a pro wrestler. So, do you really expect us to believe he could fight back after being skewered by a spear? Never heard of the incredible feats of which man is capable in a pinch, have you? Like the samurai of yore, wrestlers can battle through intense pain. It sharpens their senses. I used to talk about it with a former wrestler I met in the clink. Wow. I don't know. It still sounds a little far-fetched. Does it now? But perhaps we should test the theory on you with the edge of my blade. Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't sign up for this. And so your life is spared, for now. Please let those shackles be made of titanium. I don't want to die. My investigations are as thorough as they are foolproof, or my name isn't Fulbright. I vow to resign immediately if I ever make a false arrest. Oh, you're in for a treat, Mr. Fulbright. The accused's prints were on the weapon, and he's the one person without an alibi. Quite decisive evidence, wouldn't you agree? Your baldness. The defendant is sounding guiltier by the minute. That's the judge leaning toward a guilty verdict, and the trial's just barely begun. What's more, a curious rumor about the accused is making the rounds. They say he seeks the merger for the purpose of freeing Tenma Taro from his imprisonment. Truth be told, I can think of no real reason to show interest in that backwards bird. Perhaps he's a complete nutter and really does seek to release an imaginary demon. Either way, he is a raving mad and more than capable of murdering the alderman. Oh god, it happens. And the room spins! There we go, okay. Order! There will be no gossiping in my court. Your baldness, please take again those charms plastered across his cranium. I hear there must be some safe from possession by the demon Tenmataro. Then again... The room goes dark. I'm scared. Perhaps he's already under the demon's spell. Oh my god. Behold! The lunatic appears poised to lunge at you at any moment. Oh, the gaslighting.
Hold it!
The rumors and quirks of Mayor Tenma have no relevance to this case. Besides, those charms on his head, they're just a fashion statement, I think. Come to think of it, such things don't seem relevant to the case, do they? Oh, bless you, Athena. The prosecution will refrain from dragging our client's reputation through the mud. Oh, what a dreadfully fearsome lass we have here. Whew, thanks for that lifeline, Athena. Careful, Apollo! He has the judge dancing in the palm of his hand. The power of suggestion is one of the more powerful tools in Simon Blackquill's arsenal. He's trying to manipulate everyone's impressions to suit his objectives. This guy really is bad news. In any case, it seems the victim did manage to defend himself despite being impaled. What sort of weapon did he use against his attacker? None other than this statue right here. It appears to be a statue of two strange creatures locked in battle. Two yokai to be exact. On one side is the ninth-tailed fox and on the other is Tenmataro. Can you look at us when you're talking, please? And no, not like that. Quite interesting if you think about it. It's as though this very case were rendered an art. Awesome. But no prince could be lifted. No prince could be lifted. Hold on. Yo, hold up. No prince could be lifted. Details. He's not wearing gloves. Okay, that's one thing. That's one thing we could attack with. About the murder. He was murdered with a spear. That much is true. Didn't gain tenure or fun on the murder weapon. Okay, that much is true. He was asleep from a dragon wound, doesn't that much is true. Attacked his helpless victim. If playing hopefully not true. Grabbed a statue and struck back. I have issues with that one. It can't be true because... Objection! Wait, the music didn't stop. Uh-oh. What? Am I wrong? Okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. But that's the part though. Grab the statue, struck back. Hold it. Could he really have attacked his attacker after being impaled with that huge spear? Absolutely. After all, he was once a pro wrestler. Oh, maybe I should have... Right. Patanya I use this one because no prince could be lifted. But does being a former pro wrestler make him superhuman? Absolutely. After all, he was one of the good guys, like a superhero on the side of justice. He's retired. He could still down his... Objection! You need to lay off the comic book detective. We're talking about real life here. It's quite the fancy that... Post will conclude the victim moved after his curing. Oh, really? So he found the strength to attack his attacker, huh? Detective Fulbright system sounds airtight. No wonder he's so confident. No, you don't think it's airtight. Except just to poke some holes in it. That's part about the ultimate fighting bag. Sounds a bit cold waiting to be poked. It is! I just used the wrong evidence! Hold on. This one. Please tell me it's correct. I can't do this anymore. We just started.
Objection!
Yes, objection. Did the alderman really strike the mayor? What? Are you questioning my sense of justice? Your so-called justice needs to find itself a pair of legs to stand on. Oh! You claim the alderman struck back after the mayor put a spear through him, but the statue he supposedly used to defend himself creates a major hole in your theory. It would appear that the defense has a counter-argument. Very well, let's hear what the defense thinks is odd about the detective statue theory. There are no fingerprints. There are no fingerprints on this supposedly crucial piece of evidence. If you look back at the crime scene photo, you'll notice that the alderman isn't wearing gloves. Yes, I believe he is quite gloveless indeed. If he touched the statue with his bare hands, he should have left some fingerprints. Detective Fulbright, you did take that into account during your investigation, didn't you? Oh, this can't be happening. Did I arrest the wrong man? Okay, calm down, mister. We just got here. You did it, Apollo. You knocked Detective Fulbright off his high horse. Well, it's just 1 point in our favor. What do you suppose clubbed the mayor if it wasn't the alderman? Well, if it wasn't the alderman, that means someone else would have clubbed the mayor. I mean, there was a third party in the Fox chamber? Exactly, and this could be the big break we've been looking for. There does seem to be a hole in the prosecution's arguments. Prosecutor Blackwell, would you care to respond to the defense's assertion? The least you could do is look at me while being dismissive. Your mind is as dull as an unhoned blade, Justice Dono. Oh, I'm Dono now, okay. Justice Dono has been watching way too many samurai flicks. It will take far more than that to cut down Simon Blackwell. Okay, at least face me when you're saying that. Come now. Thank you. A whelp such as you has no hopes against my superior swordsmanship. You haven't spoken much during this trial. This is a trial, not a sword fight, Prosecutor Blackwell. There is a perfectly good explanation for the lack of prints on the statue. You might recall that blood-stained cloth found at the scene of the crime. Let him be. No! If he's gonna talk, face me! Face me like a man! That's why he's hot. That's why he's hot. That's why I can't take him seriously. Did his eyes just glow? He's the least chuuni looking like character in the whole franchise I've ever seen, but he acts the most chuuni. What the hell? It just so happens that the blood was the mayor's. So, what are you getting at? Hone your mind, boy. He just called me boy. How old are you, mister? I think I'm starting to have beef with this guy. Oh god, he's 28. Okay. I'll let it pass. Solve that riddle and you shall see that the hole you thought you found is but an illusion. Now let's see, how was that cloth used? Was it used? Cube as a head covering to wrap the statue. I guess it would be to wrap the statue because it's very clean. Yeah, probably. Whee! Maybe the alderman wrapped the statue in the cloth. In short, he wasn't touching the statue directly when he used to strike back at the mayor. Precisely. Bully for you, boy. Ah, it was nothing. Apollo! Apollo, no! I did? Right. That a statue wrapped in cloth would leave no fingerprints is as plain as day, but this also proves there are no holes in our theory of the alderman striking back. Oops. Ah! Okay. Now, do you see how dull your mind is? I'll make sure to sharpen it next time. A particularly frightening inmate once told me that he always tenderly honed his slaves before he went to work, like the samurai of yore. Samurai? He sounds like a homicidal maniac to me. Actually, he was working in the prison kitchen at the time. Wait, so the inmate was a murdering samurai prison chef. God. It would seem that the victim and his killer were the only ones there after all. I was kind of attached to that hole. Now what? Apollo, I just thought of something. If they didn't find anyone's fingerprints on the statue, who's to say someone other than the alderman didn't hit the mayor with it? Why didn't I think of that? Anybody could have not left fingerprints on it. Then who, pray tell, struck the mayor with the statue? Please, illuminate us with your wisdom, young lady. There's only one answer. The real killer. Prove the existence of this real killer, then. What evidence have you? Oh, I'll give you evidence, all right. Athena, are you sure about this? To borrow your words, Apollo, I'm fine. Take a look at this. The black feathers and tracks allegedly from a yokai were found at the scene. I believe they're from the third party who struck the mayor with that statue. Is the defense actually suggesting some sort of monster killed that alderman? That's exactly what I'm suggesting.
Objection!
Oh? No, Athena, you just lost what little credibility we had left. Athena! Mr. Justice, we've no time to deal with objections between members of the defense. Sorry, Your Honor. It's just this kid's still, well, a kid. Ouch, you meanie! I'm reporting this to Mr. Wright. So is this court to believe the feathers and tracks are from a yokai, as you put it? No, Your Honor. I believe they are a fabrication. The real killer wants us to believe some sort of monster murdered the alderman. Interesting. And why do you suppose the killer would do that? Why indeed? Mr. Justice, you seem as new to this as your partner is. Ouch. This I am not reporting to Mr. Wright. Hoy. Hoy! Aggressive! Hoy, Fulbright. Explain to us baldness why what these brats are missing. Don't call us brats. You know, the who and why behind those feathers and tracks. What? You mean you could explain all that? Ha ha ha! Our investigative prowess is without equal. Starting to think I chose the wrong profession. Very well, let's hear about these so-called yokai feathers and tracks. This entire case centers on one man's attempts to crush opposition to the municipal merger. Mayor Tenma picked when the Amazing Ninetales helped embolden... Mayor Tenma panicked. Wow. Panicked when the Amazing Ninetales helped embolden the protesters. So he stoked the villagers' fears by fabricating a monster. The strange feathers and tracks may look like the yokai was the killer. Fabricated the monster? That monster has existed for a long time. He knew exactly how to prey on their superstitious minds. Those feathers only gave weight to the idea that the alderman was slain by a demon. The accursed demon Tenmataro, that is. Tenma who? Tenmataro. The legendary demon locked away in the village's forbidden chamber. From a young age, the villagers are taught to fear the great black-feathered demon, and thus they were blinded to the other, more plausible explanations. Hold on for a second. Before we start letting our imaginations run wild, isn't there someone else that could be considered a suspect? On the day of the incident, there was a special event held at QB Manor, and as part of this event, there was someone dressed in the likeness of Tenmataro. Obviously, this person is much more likely suspect than any legendary demon. Oh wow, you have quite the voice, Mr. Blackwell. Dullard. You are playing right into the killer's mind games. What? Listen here, the feathers and tracks were merely red herrings. The villagers believe the murder to be the work of the real Tenmataro. However, the police believe that the person in the Tenmataro suit is the killer. Oh. The defendant sought to sow this confusion in order to deflect blame away from himself. However, he was knocked unconscious by the alderman, and thus our mentally deficient mayor was caught red-handed at the scene of the crime. Do you honestly believe... Come on. Do you honestly believe Mayor Tenma would do something so stupid?
Objection.
The evidence speaks for itself. Fulbright. Right. It was the mayor's last-ditch effort to stop the opposition before things got crazy. The Amazing Nine Tails was fueling both the yokai craze and the anti-merger movement. Plus, he's one of the better-known masked wrestlers and the hometown favorite. That's why the mayor panicked and set out on the path of injustice. But do the people of Nine Tails Vale really believe a yokai was behind the crime? Yokai sightings are an everyday event there, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did. I must say, a crime that preys upon the innocent, impressionable minds. Just so, a particularly silver-tongued inmate once had the following words for me. The innocent of heart are the easiest prey. Gosh. You don't say. Was the inmate a con artist? No. He was framed for the murder of his beloved. Actually, I felt sorry for the poor chap. Wait, so he wasn't the predator, but rather the prey? Yes, well. Now then, the defense may proceed with their cross-examination. Okay. To start, case centers on one must attempt to crush opposition to the municipal merger. Okay. Hold on. This entire case centers on one man's attempt to crush opposition. Okay. Mayor Sama apparently helped embolden the protesters. Okay, so he stoked the villagers' fears by fabricating a monster. Fabricating a monster? The strange feathers. Yokai was the killer. Those who you choose to depict the demons are cursed. This much is true. Press. Hold it! Did the murder and yokai evidence really stoke the villagers' fears? Well, it did, really, it did. It had an immediate effect. The presumed return of the dreaded Tematara had them shaking their boots. Oh my, is it really that bad? That superstitious lot? It's as if Jack the Ripper had been set loose in their village. Well, the mere thought of that demon lurking about is enough to spark a mass exodus. I see. Who uses exodus in their daily vocab? That's crazy. I see. That's a very persuasive argument. I believe that Simon Blackwell is a new target of my slanders. Simon the Psycho Slasher. Real. Makes me want to spark my own exodus out of the courtroom right about now. So you see, there can only be one reason why anyone would plant those feathers and tracks. Strange feathers and tracks he points that made it look like a yokai was the killer. I have issues with this. Hold it. But it doesn't add up. If what you say is true, why top it off with murder? What do you mean? You claim that our client planted the yokai evidence to stoke the villagers' fear. If so, why not stop there? Why murder Alderman Cutie? Excellent point. It is, isn't it? So your honor agrees there was no reason for the murder, correct? Oh. Perhaps the killing was spur of the moment. So you're saying it wasn't premeditated? From the outset, I had no intention of paying heed to any of your babble. However, the fact is, the mayor made a startling discovery. A startling discovery? Why don't I like the sound of that? Alderman QB's secret identity. Of course he knows. Ow. Paulo, I think Prosecutor Blackwell has figured out the Alderman's secret identity. But even if he has, why would it be a motive for the mayor to commit murder? This is not good. This patch of fur was discovered at the crime scene. It's from the mask worn by the amazing Nine-Tails. Therefore, we can conclude that this mask was at the crime scene. Oh my, but why would it have been there? The victim was a former pro wrestler and a member of the anti-murder movement. Need I say more? Well, you kind of have to. Could it really be? Your baldness has had an epiphany, I see. Our victim, Rex Cuby, was the amazing Nine-Tails, and the mayor's discovery of such was his motive for murder. No! Hey, slightly unrelated. Now that we've seen like I noticed like the back half of Detective Fulbright's hair. Now that I've seen it, it kind of reminds me of like Lord Farquaad from Shrek. Can I see his hair real quick? Yeah, if he had bangs, he'd be Lord Farquaad. Okay, moving on. What a shocking development. A motive clearer than crystal clear. What do we do now, Apollo? I didn't think they'd tie the Alderman's secret identity to the mayor's motive for murder. At last we've reached my real point. Why did the Alderman have to forge a secret identity? Does it not pique your interest, your baldness? Hold on, where's the glossy? Oh no, not the glossy, the profile. Who sparked the craze? Okay. Alright. I admit it does. It is odd that he had to create this other persona, just to secretly participate in the anti-merger movement. Very astute of you, your baldness. Right, now take a look at this. Oh, hello. If you value your dearest life, you will merge Nine-Tails Vale with Tenma Town. Do not tell anyone about this threat. If you do consider your dearest as good as dead. This blackmail will find Alderman's keeper's pocket. Hey! That's the letter! At present, the Alderman's wife is in the hospital, and that letter is clear evidence that the mayor is blackmailing him by threatening her life. Wait, didn't the blackmail letter sent to Mayor Tenma go missing? Right after the Alderman's murder? You think maybe the killer took the letter from the mayor after the murder and planted it into the Alderman's pocket? It's possible, but we don't have any proof that that's what happened. Talk about being up the creek without a paddle. Gosh. Ow. Oh, let me check that. Let me see that. Fulbright, shush. I need to see the letter. So, if you value your dearest life, you will merge Nine-Tails Vale with Tenma Town. Do not tell anyone about this threat if you do consider your dearest as good as dead. Oh, that's not helpful at all. It's very vague. Okay. Mayor Tenma would have made a clean getaway if he just left after planting the yokai things. But he was knocked out cold by his sudden decision to kill the amazing Nine-Tails. So it was the amazing to counterattack that brought the entire clan to life. Wait a sec. Fulbright's claimed that the mayor killed the alderman after planting the yokai evidence, and that the mayor was knocked out cold immediately after that? Detective Fulbright, please add your previous statement to your testimony. Why is it important? killed the sleeping alderman. Mayor Tenma killed the sleeping alderman after planting the feathers and tracks. Give me a sec. There are bloody footprints and black feathers scattered on top of the blood. Ah! That could not have happened. Because the feathers are on top of the blood. Please!
Objection!
Yes! Detective Fulbright, your sense of justice is anything but fair. What's this? You dare question my justice again? Yes, and I'm going to prove it to you. Take a look at this photo. Look at this graph. It's the crime scene photo. And just what does it prove? It proves when the feathers and tracks were planted. But I already told you they were planted before the murder. The defendant planted the yokai evidence and was knocked out while killing his victim. But that would be impossible. If you look right here, it's clear when the feathers and tracks were left at the scene. Oh great, I have to point it out? Oh gosh. Around here, I guess. God, it might be wrong.
Take that!
Yeah. Yeah. That was so scary. Yes, see how the feathers are on top of the blood and the tracks are made in blood? In other words, the yokai evidence could have resulted after the murder. Then the mayor must have planted the evidence after killing the alderman. But you said it yourself, the mayor had been knocked unconscious thereafter. There would have been no time for him to plant any evidence at all. Therefore, there must have been someone else besides the mayor and the alderman at the crime scene. Woo! Okay. Order! Order! Where's your evidence? You can't possibly have any, can you? Evidence? Oh, I have evidence. In fact, I have an eyewitness's testimony for you. You do? But how? Oh, his hair is sharp. Was my vaunted sense of justice really just happening? Oh, what a pout. He's taking this really hard. Mr. Justice, what is this testimony regarding a third party that you claim to have? I have it right here, Your Honor. It's the sworn testimony of Mr. Tenma's daughter. The witness, Jinxie Tenma, saw a yokai in the hallway after stumbling upon the scene. It was the demon Tenma Taro. He is the source of those feathers and tracks. Will somebody please say something? The defense will explain to the court exactly what he means. You dare you dare mock this court and justice itself? You're unfit to bear your name, boy. Your baldness. It appears our defense attorney here is delirious from exhaustion. Oh, Apollo, think of something quick before you're held in contempt of court. What do you think I'm trying to do? Before you decide whether I should step down, please hear me out. Very well, Mr. Justice, I'm all ears. But you had better explain yourself well. What was this yokai you were talking about? It's all in the statement here. Jinxie Tenma asserts that she saw Tenma Taro. After she discovered the crime scene and called the police. She came around the corner in the hall. It was around here that she saw Tenma Taro fleeing toward the foyer. The defense asserts that whoever was impersonating this monster is the one who left those feathers and tracks behind, intentionally or otherwise. What? How incredibly unjust! Why haven't I heard of this before? The defense just proved there was someone else. And the crowd goes wild. Okay, I get it. Gosh, I hate this scene. Apollo, the momentum has shifted in our favor. Good, now let's keep it that way.
Objection!
Oh god, he's objecting. Little do you realize that though you are in the midst of a fray, the sword is broken. Gosh. Get to the point! My sword? I didn't know I had one to break. Are you implying there's a problem with my claim? Consider this. If that yokai impersonator had indeed fled toward the foyer, that fool and that fop would have seen him. Fop! Fool and fop? Oh, you mean Filch and LaBelle. Now that you mention it. Both Phineas Filch and Florent LaBelle were in the foyer at the time. Hold on, can I see the autopsy report? Estimated death is around 3:20. But at 3, there was a wrestling match. But they haven't stated that they saw a yokai, have they? Did you ever consider that yokai was but a figment of a scared little girl's imagination? Ugh, why didn't those two see the Ten Matar impersonator pass by? Why don't we ask them ourselves? I was just about to say that myself. No, really, I was. The defense would like to call Mr. Phineas Filch, caretaker of QB Manor, to the stand. I just know he must have seen something. I trust you have no objections to the use of cigar sponsored for Black Glow. I understand that Mr. Filch is enjoying a nap out in the lobby. I knew that Tanuki was a rare find, but when we captured him, I didn't think he'd end up a witness. Do with him as you will. Did he just say captured? No, wait, I don't want to know. Very well then, bailiff, please go wake Mr. Filch and escort him to the witness stand. Gosh, what a development. Will the witness please state his name and occupation? Name's Filch. Phineas Filch, caretaker of QB Manor. Oh, and this is for you, your lordship. Just a little something I thought you might like. Oh god. Detective Fulbright, your shoes. Oh my, what a fabulous pair of shoes. And your honor will do just fine, Mr. Filch. It's those shoes again. Don't they belong to Detective Fulbright? Don't tell me Filch stole them again. They're all yours, your honorship, sir. What? But they seem awfully expensive. Yep, too expensive for me. And I reckon they'd be perfect for someone like your honorship. It's a kind gesture, but legal ethics dictate I can't accept such gifts. Aw, ethics, methics. Just take them if you want them. Polished and look really nice for you, too. I'm sorry about the shoes, Mr. Filch, but I will accept your testimony. The court would like to hear whether you saw Ten Matar at the foyer after the murder. At the time of the murder, I was on guard duty in the foyer, just like Mr. QB's asked. I was making sure no one, fair, foul, fishy, or otherwise, could get to our guest. I was still in my office keeping a good watch when the murder happened after 3 p.m. Okay. But I didn't see nothing out of the ordinary, no siree. Okay. So you're telling this court you never saw anyone dressed like Ten Mataro? Yep, was guarding the whole time. That's the truth. The holy truth and nutter butter the truth. And Ten Mataro? Blah. You don't really believe in all that yokai mumbo jumbo, do ya? I certainly don't. I thought you're from here. Oh, the bracelet. It's sensing things. Something the matter, Apollo? My bracelet keeps squeezing my arm. Really? So you think Mr. Tanuki, Filch, has been lying to us? I wouldn't rule it out. Now, if I could just zero in on a tell, some sort of nervous habit. Oh my god, it's a bird! What's a hawk doing in here? Oh, you have a bird! Allow me to introduce my trusty cohort, Taka. Oh, he has a bird. The bird is cute. It is too home, in fact. He doesn't live with you, you know, in jail. Who's ever heard of a courthouse bird? Taka simply loathes trickery and fraud. And that queer power of yours seems to have offended my dear bosom buzzard. This isn't some sort of trick or... Hey, no, my bracelet. I won't be able to spot squat like this. Run for the hills. No pets or other animals allowed in the courtroom. Oh. I don't like Black Quill, but I like his bird. I like Taka. I like Taka. Oh, he's merely having a bit of sport. Why is there a bird? It's Black Quill's bird. Okay. We've only had Taka for a minute and a half, but I like the bird. Oh, he's merely having a bit of sport. He won't harm you, save when he's truly famished. In that case, Prosecutor Blackquill, you were ensuring your feathered friend is properly fed. Looks like we have to do this the old-fashioned way. We'll be fine, I think. If there was someone dressed as Tenmataro, Filch should have seen him. We'll just have to put our faith in Jinxie's statement for now. The bird is still there. It hasn't left his head. Mr. Justice, please proceed with your cross-examination. Okay. Something about Tenmataro. So I was on guard duty in foyer, like as making sure no one was there. What happened after? Press. Hold it. Did you really keep an eye on the foyer the entire time? Did you? Been working hard my whole life. Only to be smeared by some greenhorn in his fancy shamancy suit and silly haircut. Sorry, Mr. Blackquill served it. Sheesh, Blackquill didn't even say anything. To answer your question, yes, I kept an eye. No, both of them, in fact, on the foyer. But I didn't see nothing.
Hold it!
Could you describe to the court who you consider fishy looking? Someone all fidgety and shifty, like, you know, like they're about to steal something? Oh, you mean like you? He just described himself. I wonder why Mr. Filch didn't see Tenmataro. Maybe Jinxie only thinks she saw Tenmataro, or maybe Mr. Filch is lying. And if he's lying, then there's some contradiction in his testimony. Excuse me, ass. I was keeping a good watch. A good watch, you say? What were you watching? Hang on. I don't know, I feel like this is wrong. Hang on. I don't want to cheat, but nah. Present. Keeping a good watch when the murder happened at 3 p.m. After 3 p.m. Yeah, he saw this. How long is this program? The murder was 3:20. But at 3 there was a thing. Takot lah.
Objection!
Oh, betul. Objection! Don't lie to the court like that, Mr. Filch. Hey, it ain't right to bushwhack a fella like that. Unfortunately for you, I have evidence that proves you're lying. If you look at this TV listing here, you'll see that at the time of the crime, there was a pro wrestling match scheduled. Something you'd never miss. Ugh. I didn't watch that one, no siree. I was doing my job just like I was supposed to. This guy doesn't know when to give up. Mr. Filch, someone even circled the match. It was you, right? Yipes! Not only that, you even told me you watched it. You said, and I quote, "It was a complete disaster." So, do you admit to slacking off? You can't trick me with your Rudy Poo lawyer talk. I'm one of them professional types too. I can do double duty watching TV and the foyer at the same time. The only thing Filch can claim to be a professional of is professional thief. Mr. Justice, you would have this court believe the witness was slacking off? That's correct. He claims to have been watching TV and the foyer at the same time, but that's nothing but a bald-faced lie. Bald, you say? But I'm not the one who's lying. Perhaps you meant the witness, Mr. Justice? In that case, let's see what evidence you can offer. You claim Mr. Filch is lying about watching TV and the foyer simultaneously. Now prove it. Okay. Let's see. Scroll. Doing a curse. Seems to be a crime. Mother's favorite. At 3:40, near Nine Tails fail. It repairs until Mataro was captured on camera. At 3:40, near Nine Tails fail. Okay, irrelevant. Crime scene diagram. Foyer diagram. Right. Because there's a camera there. If he really was watching the foyer, he should have noticed. But we don't know that. Photo, Jinxie statement, listing, autopsy, blackmail letter. That has to be it. A foyer diagram. Take that! Please take a look at the direction the TV is facing in this Oh, the direction of the TV! Lol. Now, unless Mr. Filch has eyes where his right ear should be, I think it would be impossible to watch the foyer entrance and TV at the same time. Why, yes! Someone watching TV there couldn't possibly see the entrance. Exactly, and that means Mr. Filch, you were slacking off and were not watching the foyer as you claim. Yikes, the backside of the cat. I mean, the other way around. Order. But Mr. Justice, Mr. Filch's less than stellar work ethic. Oh wow, I missed that. Hold on. No, wrong button. Less than stellar work ethic. Is Mr. Filch's less than stellar work ethic relevant to the case? Okay. It's very relevant because while he was slacking off watching TV, there really could have been a Tenmataro impersonator in the foyer.
Objection!
What now? Granted, this Tanuki was lax in his duties, but he still had the foyer entrance covered. What are you talking about? This. I'm not a mind reader. Auditory sense. His eyes may have been slacking off, but his ears were still hard at work, right, Tanuki? They were? I mean, yes, they were. But you already admitted to slacking off. Now you say you weren't? My eyes might be lazy, but my ears ain't. I would have heard anyone in the foyer. You see, the foyer floor and stairway get all creaky and squeaky when someone walks on them. Loud enough to wake the dead, I reckon. So you're saying you didn't hear anybody walk by? Yep, my ears are working full time. So who's a liar now, you no-good shyster? Wow, excuse you. A lying thief calling me a shyster? This has to be the low point of my fledgling career. Gotta hand it to you, Mr. Black Quill, sir. You really are something else. I mean, you don't miss a thing. And those bags under your eyes, they're darker than mine. Fair warning, Mr. Filch. Taka is particularly fond of Timothy. Should you lie to this court again, you may suddenly find yourself on the menu. Go, Taka, go! The witness will henceforth testify truthfully under penalty of painful bird attacks. And with that in mind, the court requests that the witness revise his testimony accordingly. Ears working overtime. It's true, I was watching a pro wrestling match on the office TV. My eyes might have been slacking off, but my ears, they were working overtime. The floor there's all creaky and squeaky like. No way I would have missed someone walking by. So you see, there were no Tenmataro in the foyer. Superstition is the religion of feeble minds. Understand? A simple, rational explanation is best. Forget yokai, demons, and such. We must use common sense, for lacking that our entire world would be but upside down. Says the convict prosecutor, who was totally a sign of the end times for the legal world. And besides, if there weren't any yokai roaming around, I'd nab them and sell them to the zoo. I wonder whether Jinxie was just seeing things. And that seems to be the general consensus, but I'm sticking to my guns. But if we can't prove she saw Tenmataro, the mayor's sure to be convicted. Then we'd better hope my guns fire bullets, not BBs. Okay. Not entirely sure what I'm attacking here. Ears working overtime. You love running TV. I thought it was slacking off, but my ears are working overtime. Okay. Before there's all creaky and squeaky, like no way I would have missed someone walking by. The floor's creaky and squeaky. No way I would just pass walking by. Plus, it was supposed to make a huge sound, too. He jingles. You can call for some. There was no one else in the hall. A bend. The floors are. She couldn't call for help because there was no one else in the hall. Well, he wasn't in the hall. Other at a bend in the hall as you made for the foyer. He was carrying a staff like implement that jingle. Okay. Hold it. So you have pretty good ears, Mr. Filch? As good as they come, I'd say. Ain't nothing to hear creaky floor. Plus, that Tenmataro makes a sound when he goes by. It's like a jingle jangle. How do you know that? Jingle jangle? How does he do that? Is a staff of his. Oh, there he is. That's what jingle jangles. Holding a staff like object make jangly sounds. Source of the noise then. Well, Mr. Justice, jingle jangles. Would you consider that vital? Very important. Extremely vital. Because that's your mistake. You are absolutely wrong. No such thing as a jingle jangly. Objection. Tenmataro's staff would make a jangly sound, you say? Well, I'm gonna say that your story doesn't add up. Is there something the defense would like to share with the court? Mr. Flick, you say that you didn't see Tenmataro on the day of the incident. Why then did you assume just now that Tenmataro would be holding a staff? Huh? You see, the Tenmataro Jinxie saw held a staff in his hands. As she described it, it sounded just like he said, as a kind of jangly sound. Yeah, so he was holding a staff. What's your point?
Objection!
The point is that Tenmataro doesn't use a staff, not normally. What are you talking about? You see, this is the only known document depicting Tenmataro. Is there a staff in that picture, Mr. Filch? You're right, there's no staff. Not even a cane or a walking stick. So the question is, why does the witness think Tenmataro uses a staff? I believe the answer will overturn the prosecution's case on the most basic level. Well now, this is getting interesting. Alright, Mr. Justice, it's time to show the court where you're going with this. Please tell the court why Mr. Filch believes Tenmataro carries a staff. Because he actually saw the dang thing. That's the only possible about the staff. Let's do it again! Bloody hell! You duplicitous... What did you call me? You duplicitous little... Wow. Not so fun when you're on the receiving end of the blade, is it? Admit it, Mr. Filch. You did see Tenmataro that day, didn't you? Well, I'm begging you. Please don't make me say it. But clearly you did see Tenmataro. Stop stalling and testify. No can do. No way, no how. You ain't got no idea how terrifying he can be. He? Mr. Filch still won't admit to seeing Tenmataro, even though everyone already knows he did. The question now is why? Mr. Filch is scared to death. Is that why he can't admit the truth? Come to think of it. They say you must not gaze upon Tenmataro, but in the event that you do look and tell anyone what you saw, Tenmataro will claim your soul. I don't think it's Tenmataro he's scared of. Honestly, I think it's actually Mr. LaBelle he's scared of. Jinxie wouldn't admit to seeing Tenmataro after hearing about the village superstitions. She said that if she told anyone she had seen Tenmataro, he'd claim her soul. Wait, you think Filch believes that too? Dumb old village superstitions? Will the defense please explain what the witness is talking about? The people of Ninetales believe some pretty strange things, and their superstitions may be the reason our witness here can't admit the truth. The truth that he really did see Tenmataro. Darn straight, that's why. It's all right here. Oh, hello. Do not gaze at Tenmataro. Do not tell others if you see him. Ignoring superstitions will cost you your soul. There is, however, one way to save it. Your immediate departure from the village. Freeing him will bring ruin upon the village. See, that's why us folks in Ninetales can't talk about seeing Tenmataro. Nice. That clears up one mystery. The killer took advantage of the superstitions by wearing a Tenmataro costume. They knew that that way no one could talk about him, it was as if he never existed. The defense holds that this Tenmataro impersonator is the true killer. He's standing on the grate. Oh my god. Superstitious, you say? What kind of a fool would actually believe such rubbish? And with that, using some silly fairy tale so easily expose the culprit. You'll need to come up with a more rational, common sense explanation than that.
Objection!
Your common sense seems awfully narrow-minded to me, Prosecutor Blackquill. Try living in my world of narrow cells, mortal danger, and dark, sleepless nights. Okay, my chemical romance. There's no lack of superstitions in the clink, but few are those who truly believe in him.
Objection!
Well, the village superstitions are real enough to the people of Ninetales Vale. A life or death superstition might make even you a believer. fool of a Tanuki. Oh, 2 times now your lives have cost me. I hate that look. Taka, my fine feathered friend, have at him. Hell yeah, Taka. He took off. What are you? That's certainly not something you see every day. You don't say. Oh god, it's loud. Well, it would seem a new and important fact has come to light. A third party disguised as the yokai Tenmatara was at the scene, and now we have 2 witnesses who can attest to that fact. Any objections, Prosecutor Blackquill? It's a yes or no question. Oh! His chains! Uh-oh. Huh? His shackles! Whoa! I'm too young to die. Oh dear. Justice Dono, long has it been since I've been forced to draw my blade. You had best say your prayers. Oh no! Judge, come back! Oh no! Will he actually draw his blade? Detective, do something! No fearful bride is here. When the going gets tough, the champion of justice gets going.
Objection!
Then get going already before he kills us! Oh, but I stand in awe of Silent Blackquill, for it is his sense of justice that set him free! Sir, we're in danger! Whoa! Silence? I'm not in the habit of cutting down unarmed cowards. Oh, well, in that case, Prosecutor Blackquill, can I ask you to, I think the judge forgot he's in charge here. So, Justice Dono's assertion is this. Tenmataro is the real killer, not Mayor Tenma. According to him, there was a yokai at the scene of the crime. Right. And that yokai, or rather whoever was impersonating him, killed Alderman QB.
Silence!
Oh god. Woo! Care to explain why Jinxie, being the first to discover the murder, did not see your alleged killer yokai there in the fox chamber? What? That's right. She said nothing about Tenmatara being in the fox chamber. Let me enlighten you. That little scamp heard a dying scream right before she opened the chamber door. And your point is? Upon opening the door, she found a freshly skewed murder victim, the alderman, and the homicidal maniac who had killed him, the mayor. No, there must have been someone dressed up as Tim. Ah! Then why does that little scamp claim to have not seen a yokai in the fox chamber? Don't call Jinxie a scamp! That's rude! Considering her father is accused of murder, surely she would have mentioned any third party that might have been in the room. I don't understand. Why didn't she see Tenmatara inside the fox chamber? There is but one way to find out. Ask Jinxie Tenma whether she saw your killer yokai at the scene of the crime. Are we gonna keep going? It's like 2:30. The final battle draws nigh. Only one of us will leave here alive. Long has my blade thirsted for blood. At long last it shall be sated. Wait, this is still a trial, right? Show me what you're truly capable of. Justice Dono. Very well then. Both parties no doubt need some time to regroup. I need time to regroup. Gosh, it's 2:30 a.m. I'm tired. The court will take a 10-minute recess in order to... 3 minutes. I'm sorry, but a 3-minute recess? Just so. Plenty of time if your destination of intent is the loo. The loo? You mean the bathroom? Sheesh. At least include enough time to wash our hands. See that you take no more than 3 minutes. All latecomers will be punished. Yes, sir. I hereby declare a 3-minute recess before the battle begins. I declare Prosecutor Blackwell the winner of this round of Simon Says. Doesn't bode well for us if the prosecutor's running the show, does it? Wow. I am tired. He busted out of his shackles. Yeah, what was that all about? Guess they don't make shackles like they used to. Better be careful, Apollo. You've really brought out the samurai in him. Especially after you proved there was a Tenmataro impersonator at the manor. What's with that guy and the whole samurai act anyway? Such fine swordsmanship. That is no mere act. Mr. Justice, it's high time I challenge this jailhouse prosecutor to a duel. No, wait, let's save the dueling until after we prove your innocence. I suppose I could wait till later. Does anyone remember we're conducting a trial here? Athena, I'm gonna go wash up. Remember what Blackwell said, Apollo. Don't be late. Okay, nope. Nope, I'm too tired for this. It is 2:30. This is longer than I expected. But this is an awkward point to finish. Okay, this one more. We're gonna finish the trial, and then I'm going to go to bed. Oh my gosh. Now then, I believe our next witness is Miss Jinxie Tenma, a maid at QB Mayor. QB Manor. I can't read. I believe we can proceed now, if the witness is ready, that is. Oh gosh. Jinxie! Leader of the 100 demons, he really does exist. Wow, that is one well-polished tray. The witness will show her face while in court, or her testimony will be inadmissible. What is it, my child? Begone, Murarion, leader of the 100 demons. Oh, you think I'm a yokai? Well, I was known as a judicial monster of sorts, because you suck. The beasts of the bar, the demon of due process, if you will. Eek! My charm has no effect. Now, you little scamp, don't call her a scamp! Don't respond to him! I trust you know why you're here. The bags. Bags? Oh, that Trixie Tanuki? Try the noodle stand and go enjoy a big bowl of Tanuki tail noodles while you're at it. Everyone's a comedian. No, I meant your bags. The ones under your eyes. You must have trouble sleeping. Here, this charm will keep Azuki Arai away. Azuki Arai? The yokai that washes Azuki beans? Oh dear. Okay, never mind. I do have to go. My tablet is dying as we speak. Alright. Saving. Okay. Alright, no more of this. I'm going to bed, but next time I stream, hopefully, like tomorrow night. Maybe a little earlier than 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Holy moly. We'll have to finish the first day of the trial and then move on to day 2 investigation and hopefully finish the day 2 of trial as well. I don't know how long that's gonna take because this entire ordeal has taken how long now? I didn't keep track. I started at 10. It's 2:41, almost 3. So that's like what? Oh my god, 5 hours? Is it? Am I 4 to 5 hours? That's nuts. 4 minutes, 4 hours? 4 hours, hang on, 10, 11, 12, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Yeah, 2 hours, 40 minutes. That's so long. That's almost as long as the entirety of the first episode. I didn't expect a single day of the first episode to take more than 3 hours. I thought it would take 2 at most. Not 5. Gosh. So you're telling me that one day of the second episode is 5 hours? And that's me being optimistic. That's like the minimum amount of time I'm assuming here. Gosh, okay, next time I'm ever streaming Ace Attorney, I'm starting at like 9 p.m. I guess we're finishing this one next time. Okay, I'm tired now. I'm gonna finish my iced coffee and then go to bed. Good night. Bye bye.